Hello, everyone. We are live in a brand new stream. This is a brand new spanking stream, and of course, tonight we're going to be talking about the Odyssey. Not just the Odyssey. This is sorry, Sir Chris Nolan's The Odyssey, because he's been knighted. I forget about that sometimes. This is a spoiler discussion for the new Sir Christopher Nolan's blockbuster, latest blockbuster. And of course, I'm Alex, aka Alex 3.0, aka Chris Nolan's number one fanboy. No one loves Nolan like me. Okay, at least in this
Yeah, I love Nolan.
panel. At least in this panel. All right, and of course, I'm joined by Kenny, aka Mr. Car Productions. How you doing?
Hey, good to see you all.
All right. Good to have you back. Because I know you were in the Obsession stream, but you missed out on the Supergirl. Actually, not really, because the movie was not good. So no.
Right.
Wait till HBO Max on that one. Kenny. And of course, I'm joined by Thomas, aka HorrorFan34, aka Philly Boy, aka Stop Texting during the movie at the theater, you fucking asshole!
Says the one that messages me.
I didn't know I didn't know you were at the theater at the time.
That because I told you I was seeing the Odyssey.
Well, just ignore the message, you idiot.
Well,
Yes,
don't be messaging me.
I was like, it's Alex. I want to respond while the movie's
I
playing.
I gotta respond to this dead fuck.
You could have just said, message you later. That's it. That's all you had to do, fucking asshole. But
Even though,
no, but all jokes aside. Oh, what was that, Kenny?
even though there may not have been many around you, it's still
Who cares? You don't do that at the theater.
customary and polite to wait.
You do not do that at the theater, especially for Sir Chris Nolan film. Show some respect, Philly boy. But with all jokes aside, I'm glad to have you back, Thomas, because you missed out on the Obsession stream. You also.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. I enjoyed
And it
that.
sucked because like you seen the movie, so.
Yeah,
like
but
you haven't seen it.
that just happened to fall on a week where I was out for a late birthday dinner. So
I mean, it's all good. I mean, hopefully you got a chance to see it though, the stream.
I did. Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
actually I sat down I watched half of it like a day or two ago.
Okay.
But I
Second
watched
half.
the other half.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I was fortunate to be able to see it at a theater. I guess shortly before it was completely done playing.
Yeah, Kenny saw final theater screening for Obsession after it came out on Blu-ray. That's how big.
Oh,
that movie
was it like at a local theater where they were doing it?
Yeah.
Like a special
They're
screening.
local, but I'm also thinking the studio knew how much it had been popular and how many
Yeah,
have been seen it. I guess they wanted to have
It was probably profitable horror film of the year.
I mean, they must have wanted to have a little bit more of theater playing times, and I think Texas is also one of the larger markets for that kind of thing.
Let me ask you a question, Kenny. If you were watching a movie in theater, and I messaged you on Messenger, would you respond and pull out your phone?
No, and because I have my notifications all.
Thank you. That's what you should do, Thomas.
Well, I take after my mother because she gets
I
notifications.
know, but you should have seen it was me, and you're like, I'll message him later.
No, actually, I the way I do it is it just says Facebook notification. Like it doesn't like specify who it is.
Well, don't respond.
Because my mom has Facebook and everything. Because God forbid, maybe she's messaging
I
me.
know, but once you know what though, once you saw it was me messaging, you should have just like, okay, you put the phone back in your pocket.
Like, well,
I
don't
would have gone like, oh well,
at it.
I guess maybe he is watching the movie right now. I'm not gonna get mad.
Right,
at him, but-
just
I
wait,
got more mad that you responded right away.
wait until after.
Talk about poetic, dramatic irony there.
I don't know. I was not really
I'm just kidding, Thomas. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
It's not-
a little surprised, but not really that
You look at I was in there.
Rob hadn't gotten around to seeing it yet.
Well, Rob's a busy guy.
Well, I know that.
I don't blame him.
Right.
So I don't know if he'll get a chance to watch it in theater, but he will get a chance to watch it eventually, for sure.
And what's cool is about Obsession is that she's doing the convention. She's right away doing the convention circuit too.
Oh, the actress who plays
Yeah,
Nikki.
Megan Wallace. Yeah,
Oh no,
Indy
no, that's not the. Which actress you talking
Indy
about?
never
the girlfriend from Obsession.
yeah,
Nikki?
Indy never
Well, it's
never
kinda funny. They have her name as Megan Lawless. I don't know if Indy's like her like video game name or because I think she used to be like a game streamer.
she still does that,
She
yeah.
still does that from I think.
But Indy is her
No,
uh,
Megan Lawless is the one who plays Sarah in Obsession.
oh the other uh,
Oh, that's the other girl.
Yeah, that's the other girl. Yeah.
Indy was the one who would do all the shouting.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's their friend.
Yeah, you got
But
that
no
wrong.
wonder I was getting those mixed up. I'm like, so there's no way like that girl's like already. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
And also, I think I've read that Indy is supposed to. I mean, it is rumored that she will be Mystique in the upcoming X-Men.
I
We'll see.
Let's see.
I like to see that.
They already
I would
casted
do.
Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. That's the official casting.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Can't be any worse than Jennifer Lawrence in those later X-Men movies. As Mystique.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it won't be like that.
God, I hope. I friggin' hope not.
It's just funny you mentioned Jennifer Lawrence because I don't know if you've seen this video pop up on social media where you know how actors do it, interview each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So her and Robert Pattinson were talking, and then one of the questions he asked her was, "Is there a director that you would never say no to?" And then she said, "Yeah, but he hasn't asked me to do anything yet." He's like, "Who?" She's like, "Chris Nolan." He's like, "Oh," he's really good. And he's like, "Yeah, must be nice." Like, well, if Chris Nolan hasn't called you, maybe you're not worthy. Then Jennifer,
Yeah, I was say what the hell does she even do nowadays?
she still does movies.
I say I feel like she like dropped off the face of the earth and you never heard her
She
name.
did that comedy a couple years ago.
Yeah, but I feel like that after Passengers, Chris Pratt, like you never heard about her again.
Yeah,
No,
Passengers.
she's still working. It's just that she doesn't. She's not in a bunch of stuff like she used to.
Right.
Because like before that, it was like there was there was American Hustle, there was Silver Linings Playbook, and then of course there was
Game movies.
then
Wow.
what was there like? I guess you could say to some extent like House at the End of the Street,
The Hunger Game movies and the X Men movies.
and then X Men, and then after films like Red Sparrow and then Passengers, and then I feel like after that like she like disappeared and went poof and like magically disappeared.
Right.
I mean, she's still around. Just that it's not like she completely disappeared. Just like she's not in a bunch of stuff like I said, like a decade ago.
I was trying to say that film she was in with Javier Bardem.
Oh, Mother,
Mother, that was it.
Mhm.
which I was
I know many did not like that.
yeah, I wasn't big into it.
All right. Well,
Like
anyway,
Mommy Mama, I wasn't sure what. I didn't remember what it was called.
Mother. Anyway, so on to the Odyssey.
All right.
So, just we're just gonna start off with your initial thoughts, and then we're gonna get into spoilers. So go ahead, Thomas. You go first, since it feels like you haven't been on for so long. So what's your initial thoughts, your fresh thoughts that you just saw the movie last night on Chris Nolan? Sir
love
Chris Nolan.
the movie. Love the movie.
All right.
Loved it. Yeah, as much as it was almost a 3 hour, like I still didn't feel like it was a 3 hour run.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Let me stop you there. Are you familiar with the original book?
I read the book years. I read the book for high school. I think years
back
ago.
in high school. Yeah.
I think I read it for. I want to say it was sophomore year of high school, or had to have been. No, I'm sorry, junior year, because sophomore year was all about, we read about Romeo and Juliet,
Oh,
Shakespeare, and all that stuff.
right,
So we
right.
had so junior year we got to more like Macbeth and
Honestly.
things like that, and then so yeah, junior year was when I read the book. I didn't read like the full. We had to do like a report on like the Odyssey,
Hmm.
so I kind of skimmed over and like knew about the book and was familiar with like the context of the Odyssey. So and I thought to myself like that'd be kind of cool if they actually like made that like a full length like blockbuster picture like one day, and then
And now years later,
that'd be kind of it would make whole lot of sense with these creatures and things like that. And then all of a sudden, like Christopher Nolan comes out this year, and I think he delivered probably one of the best summer blockbusters in the last 5 years. Uh, this was this was a like a really good time to go see this. And as much as it was almost a 3 hour running time, I didn't feel it. And usually those kind of you can kind of feel like they drag, like with those kind of films. Not really the case with this because I was really invested into the story. I was invested into the characters, and when the battle sequences happen with the creatures like the Cyclops, like great eye candy with all the special effects and great, you know. And what also helped too is just whenever you whenever you're going to get a Chris Nolan film, you're going to get a loaded, stacked cast of people, whether it be Tom Holland or Anne Hathaway, even James Remar in a tiny role. You
mm,
got
Oh, you recognize them.
yeah, but I say yeah, James Remar. I remember I told my mom James Remar. She's like, oh my god, like Dexter, like because she's a big Dexter fan.
Right.
So when she heard like that James Remar had a part in it, and you got not only that, but you got Charlize Theron, you got Matt Damon, and what's also cool, they got Zendaya and Tom Holland in it together.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see Zendaya going from Spider Man to being in this big
Same.
blockbuster
Same with
picture.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, um, yeah, but the same, my like, that's my initial thoughts is I love the movie. I would put it in so far at least it'll be in my top five of the year. Because I from what I understand, if I remember correctly, I do believe I did put this on my anticipated movies.
I
I,
don't remember if you did. Kenny,
I'm
did he?
very
Did he?
sure that I
Because
did.
I know I did.
I know you did for
Yeah.
sure. It's kind of
either
funny. I remember your picks a lot more than usually I remember my picks, which is kind
Uh-huh.
of funny. But if I did put this on my anticipated list of the year, which I'm assuming I did,
I
uh,
would have to go back and rewatch the
yeah,
stream.
but I'm probably 85%. I'm probably maybe 80% sure that I did.
Because the trailer was out by then when we did the stream.
Yeah,
The first
yeah,
one, at least.
and I remember seeing the trailer for it a couple times when I saw other movies. When I saw like what I see earlier, like Scream Seven and things like that. When I saw like the trailer back then,
I remember they showed the trailer to the Odyssey when I went to go see Mortal Kombat 2.
mm,
oh, oh,
right.
that's right, they did that for me too.
Okay.
Um, I just remember like it looked good from the trailers and things like that. And Chris Nolan delivered again. I would probably say it's in my top five Nolan films. I can say it's in my top five. Like if I had to do like a top five Nolan films, it would be this film, Batman Begins, Insomnia. Honestly, I'd probably say if I had to choose a favorite Batman film from Chris Nolan, it's Batman Begins
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it's the most underrated of the trilogy.
So
Uh,
go watch our Dark Knight trilogy stream. Thank you.
I'm about to say, so if I had to do like a top five Nolan films, it'd be The Odyssey, Batman Begins, Insomnia, Inception, and then if I had to do a fifth one,
The Dark Knight. That's what you're supposed to put. But no.
I might go maybe.
Memento.
I want to see either Memento or Interstellar.
Really? You wouldn't put The Dark Knight in top 5? No?
I just feel like but
It's hard, I know.
I'm gonna say it's hard though because like I appreciate because I feel like Batman Begins is just so underappreciated as a Nolan
Right.
film.
Right. Yeah.
I guess by default I'd probably go Dark Knight probably
Yeah.
because Memento and Interstellar I haven't seen in
I,
quite a
yeah.
while.
I'm actually gonna rewatch all his movies again as soon as I get some of his movies on Blu-ray that I don't have on
I
Blu-ray
said
yet.
I never told you guys this, but I did. I was lucky enough to see Inception back in the theater when it came out.
I did too.
Same here. Yeah.
I would say I did see that. 'Cause my friend wanted to go see that in the summer, so because he's a big Nolan fan.
The
So
Dark Knight was the first one I saw from Nolan in the theater.
no, the first Nolan film I saw in the theater was Begins.
I didn't see Begins in the theaters.
Yeah, Batman Begins. I got to see that in the theater because I remember my cousin,
reason?
one of my oldest cousins, went to go take me to go see that. And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go see Batman." I'm like, "There's a new Batman?"
Batman 5.
I'm like, "Batman Begins." I'm like, I never knew there was a new Batman. And he was like, "Oh yeah, this Chris some guy."
I
Named
thought it was. I thought it was supposed to be a prequel to the Burton movies when that came out.
but apparently not.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
I didn't know the
Batman,
term.
yeah.
I didn't know the term reboot. You know, at the time.
I think up to Batman Begins, that word reboot was not known a lot for that kind of
No,
thing.
it actually started that trend.
Yeah,
I didn't see Begins in theaters because I was in summer school at the time. Laugh at me. Go.
Oh, you were in. I never knew you were in summer school.
Yeah.
What did you go to summer school for?
Summer school what?
Like, where did the like for what? What did you have to go to summer school for? Like for a certain
Science
subject?
class.
Uh,
What were you needing to catch up for?
Science class. It was my
Science?
freshman. It was my
Okay.
freshman year in high school.
Okay, you were 14 or 15.
I was 15. Yeah. But I get to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters though. I was so into Star Wars at the time. Then I wasn't Batman.
Up to that point, it was
Again, my brothers got to see Batman Begins in theaters, and it pisses me off to this day. So they've seen the entire Dark Knight trilogy in theaters, but I didn't. I only saw the Dark Knight and Rises.
yeah.
I don't know why. It's one of those things where like I wasn't going to the theater as much as like obviously now.
Then you were saying of Inception, Thomas. You were,
That was after my freshman year of high school.
yeah, you were 16.
Yep,
About-
I turned 16 that summer. Yeah,
Mm.
that was right
Okay.
before I started
Before
sophomore
you
year.
wrap up your initial Odyssey thoughts, who did you feel was the standout actor, or did you feel like everybody was great? Like I don't.
I feel like everyone was a standout, but
Is there one?
I feel like everybody. I probably say two.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my two standouts were Matt Damon and Tom Holland.
Okay, interesting.
I would say because I really like Charlize Theron. I like Zendaya. I really liked all the other cast members.
There's so many.
Yeah. But if I had to say my two standouts are Matt Damon and Tom Holland.
There's so many that you forget that Mia Goth is in it.
I know. I almost forgot. Kind of funny. I mentioned James Remar first, but not Mia Goth, which is kind of
yeah.
funny.
Mm.
We haven't even mentioned the ones that people were fucking talking about for months.
Samantha Morton.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that Nolan didn't get DiCaprio to be in this. To be honest,
I mean,
What I do?
no, I don't.
I feel like DiCaprio could have been the Matt Damon role.
Yeah, but I think Matt Damon, at least to look older, he looks older than DiCaprio. DiCaprio still looks has that young.
And I
look.
feel that Matt Damon would have somewhat more range for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
For
I
that
mean,
kind of role.
other
And
than,
I also really liked Robert Pattinson. I really like John Leguizamo. I really liked in the movie as well.
I'll mention John Leguizamo later, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's
he
talk
was
about-
amazing.
All right. Any other thoughts before we go into spoilers, Thomas? Anything else?
But that's my overall thoughts on the movie.
All right, cool.
Love the movie. Love the movie. Go see it. If you're a big Nolan fan, definitely go see it.
Get IMAX tickets if you can.
I might go back again and go try to get IMAX if I could.
Like look up see if there's any available right now this month. All right, Kenny, your initial thoughts on the Odyssey?
Okay, a lot like what Thomas was saying. I enjoyed it all the way through thoroughly.
I'll
And
be right back. I'm getting a drink. Hold on for a second.
All right, go ahead.
like we weren't mentioning it, but I thought Elliot Page was quite good in it, even though I think that person had two scenes in it. But I still like,
Three scenes,
well, three. Whatever.
like the two flash. Well, there it's a lot of it's flashback, but
Yeah,
three scenes. Like
I still
we'll get. You know what? We'll get into spoilers with that because the spoilers.
he was because he not he, but
No,
that
he.
person was great. I liked Elliot a lot, and this was the first time I had seen Elliot since that since that change.
Yeah, post
I only
transition.
had seen that person since when it was Ellen.
I think the last time that was I think the last one that they were in was Inception.
Uh-huh.
Like big movie.
No, the last Nolan film that Elliot
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Page.
that's the only one, and it's cool that Nolan brought back Page for.
Yeah, which I think is cool. Like, granted,
That's
like,
like here's the thing. Nolan. I'm sorry, sorry to interrupt, but like Nolan, he usually likes to work with the same actors all the time.
yeah,
He's definitely an actor's director.
yeah,
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 because
they work
he's
so
worked
well.
with.
They get along so well.
I would say because he worked with Matt Damon before.
Yeah, and Interstellar and
Ah,
Oppenheimer,
that's right, Interstellar. That's
and
right,
Oppenheimer as well. Oppenheimer.
and Anne Hathaway in Interstellar
Yeah,
and The Dark Knight
yeah,
Rises.
right.
and
Is
a
this
bunch
the
of
first
times
time?
Michael Caine.
Is this the first time he's ever worked with Tom Holland?
Yes,
Yeah,
and Zendaya.
Sure, I'm sure he'll be working with him a lot more now too.
Yeah, I mean, but Tom Holland's gonna be busy.
Yeah, you never. Whenever he's taking a break from Spider-Man, you never know.
Yeah, he's gonna be, especially after this weekend. He's gonna be fucking busy.
right. You're probably gonna he already has a great career, but it would be more so after this.
Uh, okay.
I was saying that I love the music score in this was incredible. The
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey, and I loved how vast the locations were they used. That I know they did a lot of filming at the ocean,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the actual ocean, not a set.
Yeah.
And then like what Thomas was saying with the CGI, I know they did some, but a majority of it was all actual things, like
Practical. Yeah.
those big people that were the knights or whatever. Those are actually 7 foot tall, at least 7 foot tall men.
Yeah. They
Those
use
are
some
real
camera
people.
trickery.
Yeah, but they were actually that tall
Mm-hmm.
around there. And then I thought Zendaya, uh, yeah, I liked her a lot because there's only quick moments that she was in it because it was like she was we were seeing she was the only one that Matt Damon hurt well his character he saw. It was just like almost like maybe something
That's getting a little bit into spoilers. We'll get to that later.
yeah, and then
It's a small but important role.
Robert Pattinson I thought was great as one of the villains because I know there was more than only that on him.
The
And
main suitor.
and Charlize Theron was incredible. I liked her. She was her. What was she? Calypso.
Calypso.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
This is a very different Calypso than what we're probably used to.
Yeah. It's
And,
very different from the book as well.
Very
and I like it that they also use real ships to film with, too.
Yeah.
And because I know that rowing those must have been incredibly difficult.
Yeah. I mean, all the actors and even Nolan himself have said like this is the most difficult movie they've ever filmed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was worth it. I mean, nobody got hurt or anything, but it was like the money's on the screen. Yeah.
John Leguizamo, he was. I liked with the scenes that he had. I thought he was incredible.
Kenny, were you familiar with the story before the movie?
Yes, I
Okay.
think I read it at some point, but weirdly, I didn't remember that ever being required reading when I was in high school.
Oh, okay. It was for me. About getting to that.
I know for many people that I know it was. I'm not sure what was going on. I guess it wasn't required. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
remember reading that one.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know. I guess it got more popular as the years go by, but it's always been a thing. So who would you say that was the? I know Thomas kind of said that everybody was great in the movie, but who was the one that you liked the most? Actors, the performance that you liked the most, whether it be just one or two or three or whatever. Was there one specific one?
I'm not sure what his name is, but I like that black uh, say person who is with Matt Damon, who seems to be like the second in command. I think he was
Oh,
my
him,
favorite.
him, yes. Let me get his name. I know who
He,
you're
I
talking
think
about.
he was my favorite. He had as much screen time as anyone else, and he had a almost almost more lines than anyone else.
It was Yimish Patel.
Mm.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, and also the girl from Black Panther is really good too.
He was in the movie yesterday. Oh, you talking about Lupita Nyong'o?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and a dual role.
yeah,
Right, and we funny enough, she also did not have a whole lot of screen time. Mainly,
no,
I know there are those two main scenes, and then most of the rest of it was like quick moments.
yeah. It's like
And
honestly
I
like
thought that,
5 minutes screen time max.
yeah, I thought, and with that, I even with that little screen time, I thought she was incredible. I liked her a lot too,
Mm-hmm.
and there was uh, there's some bad things constantly being said about her for some reason, but I had no problem with her as a Black Helen of Troy.
Right. It's not even a big
It
deal.
was like because we've seen that kind of thing happen in
She
other films,
she's not the first one. She's not the first black actress to play Helen of Troy, guys. Like, do you not
but
know from the
also,
history of
I
adaptations?
mean, that's not the only time that kind of thing is swapped. Like in
Right.
Daredevil, they did that, and Michael Clark Duncan, and everyone loved him.
Yeah.
But
It's just like it's not even. It was made a big deal on social media, but after the movie came out, no one's even talking about that anymore.
right, yeah, no,
Like they even asked Chris Nolan, and okay, I know it's still Kenny's turn, but I'll just say this before I forget. And this is the only thing. This is the only time I'm going to mention that backlash. They asked him. The journalist asked him, "What does he think about the backlash?" And he said, "So that's all. That's the only thing I'm mentioning about that stupid, dumb backlash." But sorry, go ahead, Kenny.
what
Finish your
else?
thoughts.
Uh, I was saying like Robert Pattinson, he has it's kind of funny with him. His scenes are also spread out, but I thought he was great as one of the villains. Not the, but one of them.
He was the main
And
villain of the movie.
huh?
He was the main villain of the movie.
I know that. I mean, there were others also,
Yeah, I know there were other villains, but he was like the main one.
and I still think he was uh, great. I highly enjoyed seeing him. And
Oh,
I was saying of like the locations. It's I know I like it that they went to actual, I guess, islands or whatever
yeah,
to film at, and
yeah.
that big cave with the Cyclops was massive.
That was a horror scene.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get into that
Uh,
spoilers.
now, I think for overall thoughts, I think that would cover it
Yeah.
for
But
now. Yeah.
you didn't really have like issues that
I
it was
couldn't.
mostly worked. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so since I'm the Chris Nolan #1 fanboy, and
You're
I'm a pretty big,
okay.
and I'm also a pretty big fan of the Odyssey story. So the story was fresh in my mind. It's been a long time since I read the book. I read the book in high school as well. But mine was freshman year. I remember my freshman year in high school. I read the Odyssey and Romeo and Juliet. I guess it
I
depends
read
what kind
that.
of literature. I think it depends what kind of literature class you get. So the one I got in freshman year, I got both of those stories. Um, so I was really yes. This was the my most anticipated uh, of the year. I'm pretty sure this is number one for me, right, Thomas? I'm pretty sure that I
I'm
put this.
very sure it was. Either that
Yeah.
or it might have been number two.
No, I'm
And
pretty
you
sure it was
said
this one.
anticipated for why? Because you like
For
the story so much.
that, and I'm number one. Nolan's
Oh,
number one
okay.
fanboy.
That,
That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. My number two most anticipated was Scream Seven. This was number one.
Oh, okay.
This was number one. And you know, I already mentioned the backlash. That's the only time I'm gonna acknowledge it. But people were doubting uh, the 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 movie. Like, oh, I don't know, the cast and all that, and all the dislikes on YouTube, right for the trailers. And I'm just like, guys, knowing if you know your Nolan history, he knows what he's doing. Why would you not give him the benefit of the doubt in this? Trust him. He's gonna pull it off, and people are gonna be blown away. I was telling people, knowing the story, like especially the third act of the movie, if he does it right, which I knew he was going to pull it off, it's gonna be so fucking epic, and it was. Not just the third act, the whole movie. Now I've seen this movie twice already. First time, initial thoughts. I really loved the movie, but I had some issues here and there. Some of the changes, because I know what were the changes, and there was a lot of changes. Like to my surprise, there were more changes than I anticipated. And the pacing, like first time I saw it, the middle of the movie kind of got sluggish for me. And then when you got to the third act, I was like, yeah, hell yeah. Second time watching it, the movie flew by. Completely flew by. Any little issues I had, gone. I was okay with all the changes he made. And I appreciated Matt Damon's performance more the second time, and Anne Hathaway's performance more the second time. Everybody, there was not one weak actor. Everybody did the role so good.
right.
Now, granted, like the really small roles, like Mia Goth's role as the maid, or Charlize Theron as Calypso, or John Bernthal. You guys haven't mentioned John Bernthal.
Bernthal, yeah.
Those roles, like they were fine, but it wasn't like them at their peak. You know what I mean? Like I've seen them perform like this before. It's like, I think
Right.
that I'm not saying they were phoning it in or anything. They did good. It was just I felt like, oh, Charlize Theron playing Charlize Theron, John Bernthal playing John Bernthal, Lupita Nyong'o playing Nyong'o. You know, still good. Like I said, Mia Goth playing Mia Goth. You know, sneaky bitch like she likes to. You know? But I will say, the two performances surprised me, and then one blew me away. The one that blew me away, Robert Pattinson, because I thought he was the standout. Like everybody was great, good or great, but he's the one that almost stole the film from me, because he played the villain so well, a sneaky fucking coward, especially in the third act. You know what? You know who he reminded me of? He reminded me of Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter movies.
I can see that.
That's I don't get into like certain lines. Well,
Maybe you also think of Judas and the Passion of the Christ.
a little bit, yeah. There was definitely that I could see that comparison there. But the two that surprised me were Elliot Page, because I haven't seen Elliot Page in anything post transition, and I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
As little screen time that character had, especially that scene in Hades, fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like that scene worked for me in the second time watching it,
Yeah.
more than the first time. That's when I started getting sluggish in that first viewing. Second viewing, love that scene. Oh god. And the second performance that surprised me, because I do not like this actor most of the time, was John Leguizamo. Like, I'm a John Leguizamo hater, but I gotta admit he was fucking good in the movie, like really good. So that's
And that was the other thing I didn't mention, because I didn't feel like it was
What?
The time was too long or dragged at all. When I
Oh, first
was
time?
like,
It
yeah,
was for me first
like
time,
it
but that
went
happens to
by
me.
quick.
That happens to me with a lot of times I watch Nolan films for the first time. Like the ones I like the most, like first time, they feel a little sluggish, like in the middle section or even like the third act. But like second viewing, fly by, because I know what's gonna happen. I've seen the movie already, and it's like,
Mm,
You know, it was another great stand-out was Samantha Morton as the witch.
yes,
yes.
When they all morph into swine.
Well,
yeah.
wait till for a spoiler.
I mean that's kind of spoiler, but we'll get into like the change because that is very different from the book.
Oh,
Um, yeah, that's in the book, but it's the context completely different.
okay.
Um, but yeah, you guys mentioned all the shots of the locations look incredible. The music, Kenny mentioned, was so great. And one actor we haven't mentioned, which was the first actor that appears in the movie, is the Trevor Scott guy, the rapper. Which
Oh, Travis Scott.
I'm
Yeah.
not that familiar with his music, but he's a rapper as far as I know. And the reason Nolan said that he casted him is he said rappers are today's poets, and this is a poem. You know,
Oh,
so
that's
it made sense. That's how you open the movie, with him going like din 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 din, a war, din 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 din, a man, din din din. That gets you in the movie right away, doesn't
right.
it?
It does.
Mm-hmm. Um, and yeah, everything that led up to the third act was worth it. The journey, Matt Damon as Odysseus, um, fantastic. And I know because this is typical Nolan. He likes to make a lot of movies that are not in chronological order. They have a lot of flashbacks and
Oh,
right. But that's how the Odyssey story is originally.
mm,
So I knew he was gonna do that. Like, okay, that's why he.
and it jumps all around.
Yeah, that's how the book is.
Mm.
It's not in chronological. It's not linear order. So it made perfect sense why he would direct this movie. And yeah, the music I already mentioned was great. Um, and I will say when it comes to comparing other Nolan movies, I agree with Thomas. This is top 5 Nolan films for me, and this is the first time I really felt this is one of Nolan's best movies since Rises. I'm a Dark Knight Rises defender. Go watch our Dark Knight trilogy stream. Me and Ralph went back and forth on that heated debate, but I'll defend that. I'll die in that hill. I love Dark Knight Rises, but that was the last time I felt like yes, this is one of Nolan's best movies. I haven't felt like that till now, to the Odyssey. And coming in before I saw the movie, I knew, oh man, I had that gut feeling. This is gonna be one of his best. I know it. I know it in my heart and in my gut and in my heart, in my head and everything, in my soul, in my Nolan fanboy soul. uh, but yeah, overall the movie was great. And this, also, I don't want to say where I rank it of the year, but
At least top 5.
it is one of the best movies of the year. I'll say, definitely, for sure. Um, did not disappoint. So yeah, those are my overall initial thoughts on the movie. So let's get into spoilers. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Anyone's watching who hasn't seen the movie? Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! All right. Now we're in spoilers. You mentioned the witch already, Thomas. Or was it? Yeah, Thomas. Samantha Morton as the witch. That's one of the big changes of the story. One of the main changes. I don't know if you guys knew how the original story went with that scene. But the way it was done here, this is one of the scenes where first time I saw it, I wasn't crazy about. Because I was like, oh, they really changed a lot about this. But second time watching it, I appreciated the scene a lot more. And it is horrifying. It's scary as fuck. Jeez. The fact that Nolan used mostly practical effects for that scene is amazing.
Yeah,
It really took you back to the old school body horror movies, didn't it?
yeah, it really did.
Again,
I kind of felt like I was watching like an '80s body horror movie again.
you know what it reminded me of, and this triggered a PTSD of me, for me, the scene in Willow where all
Oh,
those guys
the
turn into
'80s.
pegs. That's the movie. I remember I saw the movie once on TV. When I got to that part in that movie, I had to shut it off. I had to change the channel. I couldn't handle it. And this fucking Nolan, you triggered a PTSD childhood memory for me.
But
With pigs. With swine. But yeah, this is Samantha Morton as Cersei the Witch. This is one of the performances that people were saying was one of the standouts. I don't necessarily agree because she's just in one scene of the movie, but she was great though.
yeah, right.
She really pulled off the whole like, oh my innocent, lonely woman, farmer woman. But you know, if you knew the story beforehand,
And
I
then
knew. Okay, I didn't do this. Like you remember in the Mortal Kombat 2 stream, I said that I got up and cheered when what's his face? I even forgot his fucking name. Cole Young died, got killed in Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is that's a true story by the way. I did do that. But I so wanted to when I'm watching the Odyssey for the first time. I so wanted to get up in my seat when she showed up and say she's a witch. But that would have been a spoiler for the audience.
because she's the witch, man.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I was thinking more of the Simpsons joke, but yeah, that's another one.
Oh, you got to think of the Blair Witch 2 joke, though, man.
But like people,
Yeah.
I think people who weren't familiar with the Odyssey probably didn't know where that scene was going. People,
Yeah,
but like I was like, oh, those guys are fucked.
mm,
But even the way like that scene, even the way they were eating was like weirded me out. Cause like, yeah. So
does it make me think
what you guys think about that scene though? What you guys think about that scene, the whole sequence?
that one?
Yeah, pigs.
I was
yeah. I mean, it was,
creepy and I was like ugh. Weirded out when she opened their mouths and put her hand in.
It was like the little CG that was used. She covered it with her hands, and just like
Yeah.
we're just seeing the practical stuff. That I know the only CG I noticed with that part was the eyeball,
Uh,
the pig eyeball. But they're
yes.
still like they're still like humanoid pigs.
Mm,
That's it. It looked practical to me.
mm.
And
And then was also frightening with how what's his name?
Odysseus.
Odysseus. When he first realized what goes on there, and then
Yeah.
he knew they went into eat, and he stayed outside, so he tried to rush over there
hmm
to get them, and they were already changed.
Yep. Things like and what's kind of messed up about that scene is that she tells him like this is the real form.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pigs, yeah.
Because they're kind of eating like pigs.
Mm.
But then again, they were starving. Like, you
yeah.
blame them? Yeah. They were like,
That's like Odysseus. I guess he was not so starving at as much like that,
he was, but like, he noticed something was wrong.
right? And he held off on it.
So, so Thomas, did you have wanted to add anything about that scene?
Like, oh, like my whole my overall thoughts on the pig swine scene.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, I probably say that was one of the more creepier sequences in the movie.
Mhm.
Just because like I must have forgotten about that part of the Odyssey story. That's like one of the few parts I did not really remember a whole lot about. And it was so like when it happened, I'm like, oh wow, and I'm like, wow, it's like this doesn't really look like a whole lot of CG here. And then I looked it up later, and it's like, yeah, zero CGI used
I think
in
there
those
was
scenes.
some, but like very little.
Barely.
Like, very little though,
Yeah,
very little CGI.
yeah.
And granted, even though Samantha Morton's only in it for that one particular sequence, she really was a really good small supporting character in the movie.
Hmm.
And her playing, and just her playing that witch character was just so perfect. Um, but my overall thoughts on that is that's definitely one of the few sequences in the movie that stood out to me the most. But I feel like there's still one scene that I really want to get into that really stood out to me the most, and it's probably my
Okay.
favorite sequence of the entire movie.
Is it the third act or something else?
It's the Hades underworld. Hades
Okay,
under.
we'll get to that scene next. About, you know what? Let's get to that next. But I will say, since it seems like you guys don't remember how the original version of that scene with Cersei, the witch, goes, I'll just quickly say it. Nolan really, he, he really made her more sympathetic in the movie.
Because it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like in the original story. It's the same. The men go out to find some food. They find the witch and she feeds them and turn to pigs. That's the same. But what's the big difference is once Odysseus finds out kind of what's going on, the god Hermes, you're familiar with that character, comes
Yeah.
down and tells him you have to eat this plant, and when you drink the witch's potion that she's gonna give it to you, you won't change into a pig or an animal, and then force her to change your men back. Not she has no power over you, but she's gonna offer you to have sex with her. Then she'll change your men back into humans. And so he does do that, all that, and they stay in that island for like a year, and then they go back to sea. So very different on this, very different. And
And
I think this was I thought was gonna be an issue for me with Nolan pretty much removing all of the sex scenes of the story,
it's probably better to do
but
that.
I think it worked for me because Nolan is not that kind of director.
No, he's
He's not.
No.
no
He
need.
really isn't. So I'm glad that I actually it's one of those things that he knew and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna change that around.
Right.
Also I think he wanted to make the character of Odysseus more likable in this story because
Yeah.
he's not that likable in the original story when he does stuff like he cheats on his wife many times in the story.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's one.
The other thing I thought of was when Odysseus and what was her character's name? That witch
Cersei?
Cersei. Yeah, I liked it when they were talking, and then the pigs were trying to ram through the door, break through the door.
Yeah.
They're- and it was all of his men trying to break through.
Yeah, trying to
Then
stop
at some
trying to
point they
save
do.
Yeah. And by the way, her food didn't look tasty. It looked kind of nasty. I don't know if you guys came
Yeah.
with that.
What was it? Just
It
what
looked like
kind of
stew.
meat is it?
It looked like stew, but like it had some meat in there. I mean, when you think of a witch, what she cooks, it's like a stew and there's probably potion in there or something.
Oh, right.
It looked nasty to me. So when they were eating it, they're like, I was like, ugh, that's
Yeah, the
gross.
way they were eating.
Yeah. But yeah, and the whole her sister being a bird in the cage, that's not in the original story either. That's different
Mm.
too.
I think that having that added to it was, I think that worked very well for
Yeah,
it.
because when you adapt something, changes are gonna happen.
Mm.
It's
Like
just
all the Harry Potter films,
right.
some good, some bad.
Think of any book or remake or whatever. There's gonna be
Jurassic
changes.
Park.
Jurassic Park, yeah. Even some of the best films of all time, they were adapted books. They're very different from their books that they came from.
Right.
Just look at The Shining. You know, that's an example. Very different.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Constant.
Speaking of Shakespeare, studying Shakespeare in high school, yeah, Romeo and Juliet. But yeah, that's gonna go down as one of like the creepiest scenes in a non-horror movie
Yes, one
of
of
all
them.
time, I think. But let's get to the Hades scene because that does come out after this scene. Hades. Go ahead, Thomas. You wanted to talk about that scene as like a big standout for you?
Yeah, it's the
Second.
with I say like it was one of the standouts for me because I love the scene where like when the what do you call it, like I guess like if the soldiers they rise out of the sand,
Dead Soldiers, yeah.
Yes.
the undead soldiers rise out of the sand.
Mhm.
I think that was like one of the most visually like pleasing like things that I think I've ever seen like in the movie. I just think that whole sequence of going into the Hades underworld is just so beautifully like shot,
Yeah.
and
Very barren.
I bet to say it like the landscape of the whole Hades underground.
It's as grounded as no one possibly could have made it.
Yeah, but to say like for some reason like it stood out to me because I think what it is just um it's just like how the way that the soldiers rose out of the sand. Like I think that's what stood out to me the most, which is how they rise out of the sand. I don't know for some
It
reason
looked like
it
dirt.
kinda
It looked
reminded
like more like dirt or mud, but it was the beach,
I don't know for
right?
some reason like it kind of reminded me, it kind of looked like something. I don't know what it is, but like I don't know if it reminds you of this, but like when I saw like the sand come up like that with the soldiers rising up, it kind of looked like something that you would see like out of the Mummy,
It's funny you say that
kind of in a way.
because
Yeah,
the big guy in the movie, played by Benny Safdie, and the king, I want to get his name right, Anamenam. It sounds like Menam, the villain from Scorpion King, which is a spin-off from the Mummy.
yeah, that's right.
And that's funny you mentioned the Mummy because it's kind of like a little bit. It's funny that's connection.
Yeah, I think the way you say his name is
Anamenam.
Agamemnon.
Yeah.
Agamemnon, yes.
Yeah. Because they say it a couple times throughout the movie.
Mm.
You
I
know
remember
what's funny about that?
Troy.
When he shows up in Hades, that almost took me out because he looks like he's floating. Because he comes in like to talk to Odysseus. Because James Remar talks to him, Tiresias.
Yes.
He's a very important. That's in the book too. Like Tiresias' character, the prophet. He tells him what's gonna be his fate
Right.
after this, and then he talks to Elliot Page's character Sinon because he has died already,
Mm.
and that whole sequence is great between the two, and then you get the Agamemnon character floating there. It tells him like don't make the same mistake I did, practically. Yeah, but yeah, James Remar. I didn't recognize him the first time, and then I realized it was him later. Until I saw it the second time, or when I looked up who the hell he's playing. Because he's got the like a what you call it, like a cloak covering his eyes because he's blind, so you
Alright.
only see half his face. But I recognized his voice the second time.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, freaking Raiden from Annihilation.
And what we didn't mention is I think this was the one where they sacrificed one or two lambs. They had to do a blood sacrifice, and then
Yeah,
that
that's
was
that's
when they
that's in the
added
story as well. Yeah, that's accurate to the story. Yeah, they have to do that to talk to somebody in Hades. But it's funny. I noticed that they don't start talking to him until they drink the blood. It looks like
Yeah.
chocolate pudding to me, by the way, because it's so dark. And then they start talking to him. That's a great moment for the character of Odysseus because he tells him like, "Is there any way?" He practically tells him, like, I want to save my men, the ones they're still alive." He's like, "No, their fate is death. That's their fate. Like, do not do this or you defy the gods." And he says, "Well, I defy the gods then." And
Even doing that, they still perished anyway.
yeah, but he didn't. He wouldn't listen about like, no, this is gonna be their fate.
Right.
If you try to save them, they're gonna just die anyway. So don't bother. But he's their leader and he's their king, so it's like he doesn't want to just let him die.
And it was seen in the trailers when Odysseus and his men they go running away. That was what they're running from. All of
Yeah,
them
they're
going.
he was running from the dead soldiers. The
Yes,
one,
that's
the ones that died in Troy, or the ones that died before they got to Hades and before all that.
right. I think they said it, but it didn't seem like it was
Yeah, no, they said it.
clear.
Yeah, it's something that I picked up on even the first time.
Mm.
But yeah, that was a great sequence, Thomas.
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up.
speaking of Troy, like this blows Troy like out of the water.
You okay? You want to get to that scene, the Trojan horse scene? Next,
Trojan horse scene, yeah.
that's the scene that everybody was talking about when the movie
Yeah, two big.
when that sequence got a preview on IMAX like months ago. I didn't get to see it, but I was reading about it, and it was like, oh, this. It's like there was a lot of hype for that scene specifically
Mm.
before I saw it, and yeah, the music and the visually and the scene itself, like fucking
Because it
chef's
didn't,
kiss.
it wasn't mentioned ever in the film, Troy, that they had to be in that wooden horse for days and days.
Right.
But
I never seen the movie. Here's the thing. I never seen the movie Troy. So was that like they did all that in one day? Like they were just there for a day?
Yeah, it was very short. Like it was
Okay.
brought in and then they got out.
See, yeah. It's I like the way it's done here a lot more.
Very
Nice.
gradual.
Yeah, like they practically had to like live in their own piece and shit in there. For
And
2
then
days.
many were, there's some that also had perished because of the water filling up in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's kind of funny? It's like with the Trojan horse sequences where the characters of how do you
Odysseus?
Odysseus, yeah, Matt
No,
Damon,
Odysseus.
Odysseus.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the character that John Bernthal plays? King Menelaus, or
Yes. He's
Yeah.
the brother. He's the brother of
when all the
Agamemnon.
Greeks were compacted into like that statue. But like I think they said there was 25 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
For
around
some
there.
reason, when they're all compacted in like that little statue, I don't know what it is. It was giving me like such claustrophobia feel.
Yes.
It kind of felt like that the UFO scene in Nope, like where all the people are being sucked up
Yeah, but
and are being compacted, and
I rather
like
deal.
it was like so like it gave me like that claustrophobic feel to it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
rather deal with that UFO part in Nope because the Trojan horse. There's a lot of piss and shit and animosity in there.
Right, because
Yeah,
they were in that for days and with it turned sideways.
Give me death. Then before being the Trojan horse. So Elliot Page got it lucky then. 'Cause
yeah.
His character was the one that wasn't in there. And sacrificed himself, but he didn't know he was gonna be sacrificed. And that's what you that scene in Hades mentions that to Odysseus.
And the Agamemnon was also one who was a standout to me. I thought, yeah, with as little as he had, I thought that character was fantastic in this.
Didn't he give you Bane vibes?
Sort
You
of.
I can kind of see a little bit of a Bane.
No, especially when they opened the gates to Troy, and all those soldiers came in. It was straight out the Dark Knight Rises, doesn't it?
Then
Well, it
he-
makes a lot of sense because it's Nolan. So
I know, but like I expected the Bane theme song to start playing.
then he bounds in.
Yeah, he's walking in there. All the other soldiers are just running in.
Right. And he
Yeah.
bounds in the walk.
But man, they took forever to open that gate. It was like,
Right, and they had others coming after them.
dude, you can cut the tension with a knife in that whole sequence.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And one part that made me laugh unintentionally is when John Bernthal's character threw like I was say axe or a hammer at somebody and he went flying. I was like, damn, how strong are you?
Oh, yeah.
Him doing the punch up growl, typical John Bernthal.
Oh, yeah, I know. I remember what you mean.
That's a guy. Yeah, that's a guy you want to be on your side if you're in a war. You want him in your team.
And also, with them attacking the city, it seemed it was longer, but I also seemed more realistic than how it was in Troy.
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah. And I don't know what you guys think about this. I noticed this in the sequence, the Trojan horse sequence, but when they come in there and start killing those soldiers, it's a rated R movie, but Nolan really cuts away from the violence, which kind of surprised me, but at the same time didn't.
Mm.
Yeah, because it was like no one doesn't really do like
Graphic
R-rated
violence,
material.
and when he does, it's not really that graphic.
Nah, because like Insomnia was R-rated, but that really wasn't that graphic.
No,
Because everything, because was Insomnia the only other R-rated film that he did?
Memento was rated R as well.
I could have swore Memento was PG-13.
No, it was rated R. So was Oppenheimer was rated R.
Oppenheimer was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but everything else, his Dark Knight films PG-13, Interstellar PG-13.
Yeah, everything from Batman Begins to all the way to Tenet was PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much all those movies from Warner Brothers. Which you know what? Before I forget, I'll mention this. Warner Brothers, you letting Nolan go was so fucking dumb. It's gonna
Yeah.
hurt you for the rest of your life. Because when after Tenet, they have fallen out. If you know the story, go look it up. It's still short story. Long story short, he didn't like that when Tenet was coming out. They were gonna plan the whole streaming in theaters the same
Oh,
day.
that was it. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
meant
and
to-
he said, "Not for my movie," because
Right.
they didn't tell any of the other directors for all their other movies that they were just gonna do it without their approval. He
Yeah.
knew about it before, and he was like, "No, fuck that."
Oh yeah,
I
they were
want to-
doing that without letting the others
I
know.
get because of COVID, but you can't. You gotta let your directors know.
Sure.
And it didn't really work because a lot of some movies suffered because of that.
Right. The big
Um,
one was The Matrix Resurrections and Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, but his movie was the only one that didn't get the streaming release because
Sure.
he put his foot down and he said,
He wanted
He
it.
said, "If this is why you guys are gonna run the studio from now on, I'm out of here." And he left. They didn't try to, get him back. They let him go, and then so he did Oppenheimer and Odyssey with Universal, and boom, rest is history.
Oh, it's
He won an Oscar. He won an Oscar with Oppenheimer. Huge success. And then now with this movie, he did it
We'll
again.
see.
So it's like,
But it's all been Universal after Tenet. Right?
yeah.
Yep.
And what now with his Universal movies have been rated R. So I get the feeling he always wanted to make rated R movies.
I'm not
Universal-
sure about him wanting to, but it turned out that way.
the reason I'll say like the reason why I know for a fact that he always wanted to make rated R movies, like rated R blockbusters, because if you read that Dark Knight draft, that draft is rated R.
Yeah.
It is. I remember reading that. It's rated R. Like the magic,
Probably
the
not,
pencil,
probably not language, but certainly in violence.
the violence, yes. Because you were actually supposed to see when Joker burns the pile of money. You're supposed to see
That guy at the
the
top.
screaming, like hearing screaming and everything that in the movie, or when he the Russian gangster he feeds him to his dogs. You're actually supposed to hear him and getting eaten. That doesn't happen in the movie. And the pencil trick scene was supposed to be more graphic too. Yeah.
Yeah, so like maybe see the splash of blood and then actually see it in the eye.
A little bit, yeah, but you don't see it in the final film. But yeah, back to Odyssey. That Trojan horse sequence was like one of the standout scenes of the movie
Mm.
for sure.
Once they finally were able to get out.
Yeah, I would be pissed off too if I had to be. But yeah, like that sequence, like that sequence, like the music was like one of the top moments for me at least.
It was also kind of scary too with that because some of the I guess the Trojans on the outside, they were poking their what was it, their spears or whatever.
Yeah, the swords.
Their
They did it
swords.
like a couple times, and they actually stabbed the guy, but they
Yeah.
wiped the blood on
They
time.
quiet him so they won't do that. Make
That
him
was
look
crazy,
cool.
yeah. Damn, like if you got stabbed by a sword like that, I would be screaming like, ah!
Right.
You know? Watch where you're poking, asshole. But any thoughts about the Trojan horse scene? Because I want to get to the Cyclops scene.
Ooh, scene, yeah.
I think I said on I was wanting.
All right, let's get to the Cyclops scene. Another horror scene. Again, also very different in the book.
Yeah.
Very different from the book. In the book, the Cyclops talks to them.
But this one does too, but maybe not directly.
Not to them, no. In the book, he talks to them and says like, "What are you doing here in my cave?" And no, we're just here. This is law. This is a thing they keep saying throughout the movie. This is law. Like you cannot reject visitors, even though if they came unwelcome, you're supposed to welcome them with food and wine and all that, right? And the book, Cyclops says tells them, "Oh, I'm the son of Poseidon, and I have other brothers Cyclops that live in this island." And he's eating with them and drinking wine. Then he makes them drink wine, but he also kills some of his men. Like he eats them, like some of them.
Yeah.
And then he says well, what's your name? Soldier. And Odysseus tells him, "Oh, my name is Nobody." Like literally, he tells him, "My name is Nobody." It's like, okay, fine. He gets the Cyclops drunk, and then they poke his eye. And then when he's screaming right, he takes the big rock out of the cave, and they escape. And he's like, "Help me, brothers! Nobody's blinding me." And of course, he says nobody's blinding me, so they don't go help him, and they escape. And then in the story, Odysseus tells them, my real name's Odysseus. I beat you, and screw your father Poseidon." And then that's where you get them getting hit by storms and everything. They're being punished with that. Very different from what happens in the movie.
For sure.
Which again, that's a change. That's the way Nolan does it here. He humanizes the Cyclops a little bit. He's still a monster. When he's eating those guys, I was like, oh, fuck, that's horrible. That's scary. And I think that's the most graphic part of the movie, by the way. You actually see him chewing on the bodies of the soldiers.
One of the most graphic, I would say.
Yeah, because there's violence in the movie, but you don't see blood or anything like that. But yeah, what did you guys think of the Cyclops scene in this movie?
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like any sequence in this movie is was always a standout.
You know who played the Cyclops?
Oh, who did?
It was the guy who played the dad, Cindy Lou Who's dad in The Grinch 2000. That guy.
Oh, Bill Irwin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bill Irwin. Yeah, Cindy Lou Who's dad.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
You don't recognize him, but yeah.
Wow.
It was mostly practical too.
It wasn't until I looked up the cast, I'm like, Bill Irwin as the Cyclops? Oh my god. That was actually him?
Yeah, that was him.
Wow.
Years later.
Yeah. You wouldn't recognize him because Cyclops.
Right.
And they made him look big. So that was also practical. That was him doing his scenes, his close-ups and all that. And they used an actual giant fake Cyclops dummy for the actors. So that's how they did. The only thing that was CG was his eyeball.
Yeah.
You know what's the scariest part about that scene?
What's
For
that?
me, when they poked his eye out.
Oh yeah.
And he started screaming, dude. I felt like it was that Cyclops was screaming inside the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was one of the scariest screams from a creature I've ever heard in my life.
And especially with me, it was like
The surround sound was insane. It was intense.
for a small theater where I was at, the surround sound inside the United Artists was just as intense as it was in a bigger theater.
Imagine if you're in a cave or in a forest, and then you hear that. I was shitting my pants, man. Holy crap!
It was almost like how Calypso screamed in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Yeah, but more scary.
Right.
It's like imagine like it's like oh man it's like if you heard the predator scream in a forest in the woods or something.
Right.
Crazy.
Louder.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel bad for the Cyclops?
Um,
Did I feel bad?
Yeah.
Oh, for the Cyclops?
Yeah, for the Cyclops.
I did.
You did?
I think I did, but also he was eating the men,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
kind of half and half.
See, I did at first until when they're escaping, and he spit the helmet out. That was disrespectful, and that's when Odysseus shot an arrow. Like I remember the first time I saw the movie, I was like, "Why did you shoot the arrow? Like that was unnecessary, Odysseus. You guys already escaped. Like just get out of there." But no, he spit the helmet of the last soldier he ate, so as a disrespectful thing. Odysseus like, "Nah." He shot the arrow right at his eye again. Like, "Nah."
Right,
Yeah.
Like fuck you, dude.
shot.
And that was scary when like even like when they're in the water, he's still coming at them.
Mhm.
Like yeah, like you feel the weight of his size.
Yeah,
Like not just in the cave, but like when he's in the water and try and grab them. Like wow.
I was saying
Again,
I think that I kind of did, but also not completely.
Kenny's like fuck that Cyclops.
Well, I mean, because he ate
Like-
some of the men,
Yeah, I know, but he's a creature. He's not like human. Yeah.
right?
But I didn't catch on this when he was after he poked his eye he was praying to Poseidon.
Yeah,
Kind of like do hear he's talking. Yeah, that's what you mentioned, Kenny. That he does talk in that, and that's when they're like, wait, he talks. And one of the funniest lines when Odysseus says like,
they were all thinking that.
oh maybe it's not too late to talk. He's like, yeah, it's too late. He says like, would you talk to ants? That's funny.
Oh yeah, because you severed like ants or something.
Yeah, like like to a Cyclops, like humans are ants.
Yeah, that was.
Or in this case, like chicken wings, chicken nuggets. Yeah, it's like the same.
And then when they finally do get out of that cave, that was when Poseidon starts attacking the ocean and bombards the ship.
Not just Poseidon, but all the gods. They're being punished.
Mm,
Yeah, because it's like if you like hurt the son of a god, you're gonna get punished by the gods.
so hurting one thing from one god upsets all of them.
Yeah, you cannot in Greek mythology you cannot defy the gods. You cannot hurt relatives of the gods
One
or
thing
sons or
will upset the other. Okay.
like remember like in Clash of the Titans, like anybody who was trying to hurt oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. What the main character? I should know the name.
Sam Worthington.
No. I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
I'm talking about the original Clash of Titans.
Oh, the actor's name.
Yeah, well, not the actor, the character's name.
Which probably is the same as in the remake.
Yeah, it's the same name.
Yeah.
Uh,
I never did see the.
Perseus.
Yes, Perseus. So
Perseus.
like how like, on that story, Perseus is the son of Zeus, and anybody who hurts the son of Zeus, like you're gonna get punished.
It's like those stories of
Or Hercules as well.
Percy Jackson, Perseus.
Yeah, because like
Hercules,
Percy
too.
Jackson has like Poseidon and Medusa and some of those characters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very much. Yeah, but you mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean has like those Greek gods mythology in there.
Yeah, and the later ones.
Yeah. Well, the sequels, right? The sequels.
Mm.
Yeah. Not so much the first movie. But yeah, that whole Cyclops sequence, like, dude, like, that in the Cersei witch scene, like, I want to see Nolan. Everyone's been saying this since the movie came out. I want to see Nolan do a horror movie. Imagine
I was say, could you imagine Nolan doing like
a horror movie.
like a Frankenstein movie or just
Wolfman.
Not necessarily a Frankenstein movie, but like just like horror movies, like whatever he comes up with. Like, we've seen him do horror scenes, so it's like he can do it,
Yeah.
and they're scary. Cyclops and the Witch.
I'd like to see him do like a witch break movie or something like that.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on what he wants to do next.
And then the scene I think I've been probably wanting to get to the most was when they get to that island, and then they see all those really tall knights or
Oh, the giants.
whatever. Yeah, the giant knights. And
Did you
they,
notice?
they see this little boy at first, and then he runs off, and then they appear.
But the little boy, when he stood up, he was like adult size.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So like, children in that island are the size of adults.
Mm.
That little kid pissed me off.
Yeah.
Screaming like Reggie the Reckless.
Mm. Yeah, I think he screamed only to alert them.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's a sequence where like the soldiers didn't do anything wrong. They were just like trying to talk to the child and like
Right.
get killed for it. And a lot of guys got killed in that sequence.
Yes, that was
They get to the
another one
boats.
that I thought was also like a horror sequence.
Yeah. I noticed the trees are moving.
Yes.
They're like traps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great sequence too. Like that
Dude,
was also like a
fight
sequence that
against
had some
trees.
violence in it.
That fight against the trees as well as those giants, and they're actually that tall. Maybe embellished some added, but they really were like that.
It's funny that you see like they're fighting the trees, like those stupid Evil Dead trees. Get out of here.
Mhm.
It's not like that, but I'm saying like
Yeah,
any
I
trees
was-
that like move,
I
any
wasn't.
trees that like move or attack you, I just think Evil Dead.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking Evil Dead.
Yeah, but like it wasn't as I guess like over the top. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
but like,
also, their the giants, their outfits were. Really liked how
oh
the silver they were wearing.
the look of the outfits, yeah.
Yeah,
the suits,
those are fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even
that's- I like all those suits in the movie. I
And
think
there
they
was
should-
what,
I don't
about
care
a
if it's accurate or not. I don't care.
there were 6 or 7 of those giants.
It seemed like there were more.
Maybe there were.
Yeah. Look all the damage they did. Yeah, when they're escaping, when they escape, look at all you see all the freaking dead bodies.
Right, because they
And-
got
and-
as they were still trying to escape, they got into the water quick.
Yeah, all those dead soldiers are the ones that show up in Hades later in the movie.
That was it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what those soldiers. Yeah.
that was one of that was some of them, and then Agamemnon was it. I guess he
Yeah.
must, and some of them must.
He was
have-
already dead in the story because like
Yes, he was
because
already-
he was killed. He made it back home to his home, but he was killed anyway
Mm.
because he said like he was trying to tell him like don't make them like he's trying to tell Odysseus in the Hades scene. He said, like make sure when you get home you're welcome home. Unlike me, he was not welcome home because he's a tyrant.
Mm.
What they did in Troy,
Right.
all that, and he killed this child. Yeah, but something that Odysseus didn't want to do, because that scene with Odysseus and his wife Penelope, that flashback scene where they're much younger, and their son is just a baby, and he tells her he has to go to the war, and he's gonna be gone for a long time. He's just is there no way to not go? Is there like an option? He's like, yes, if I sacrifice my son. He's like, that's horrible. Like that's what he did in the past. He's like, that's
And
horrible.
even-
That's monstrous. Speaking
Speaking of children, I liked how what was Tom Holland's name?
Telemachus.
Yeah,
Telemachus.
Callimachus.
Yeah, Telemachus.
Telemachus, yeah.
Telemachus, yeah.
And then Robert Pattinson, his character, they knew
Their
each
hatred
other
for
when
each
they
other.
were children. They knew each other when they were children, but it was like
Well,
years later
no, no,
he forgot
yeah,
about it.
yeah. Because Robert Pattinson's character, he was a child, somewhat like a child, when the war started, and he didn't get to go. Oh
Mm,
no, they had that lottery in the flashback. The like,
yeah,
he keeps saying like, I was supposed to go to war with your dad. I was supposed to go to war in Troy with Odysseus, but he wouldn't let me. But the
right.
truth was that he was going he was going to go, but he wanted to like he didn't want to go because he's a coward.
Right.
Yeah, he's a coward. He got caught, but he but Odysseus let it go. You know, even
That
though
was
imagine like in real life, like for example, the Vietnam War. It was a draft. If you got drafted, you had to go. You had to go. You know, you can't switch. You can't do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre beginning thing where he's trying to switch the thing or not go.
mm,
Remember that scene in the beginning?
mm,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre beginning. It's like that.
right.
It's like uh, and since he was a coward, he didn't go, but he kept bragging like, "Oh, I was supposed to go." Like I was too
And
good of a
it
warrior.
is like he held that against him
Yeah,
all the way to when they were adults.
and it's like and him being a suitor and trying to marry Penelope.
Oh,
That whole that's also very accurate to the book. There's not that much big change for that, but it's just the way Pattinson plays it was a bit different from other adaptations. Um, when it comes to other adaptations, I'm going out by the miniseries from the '90s because that's the only other one I've seen. I saw that one in school. And you know what? Speaking of which, I am jealous of this new generation who are gonna get to read the Odyssey and they're gonna see the Chris Nolan version in their class. Yeah,
oh,
yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, that's how it is. When you read in school, when you read a book and there's an adaptation, you see the newest one.
right. It's
So
like
they're
I remember. I didn't read the story, but then I think it was in a theater class I had. I remember seeing the miniseries Merlin that starred the late Sam Neill,
right.
which hardly anyone ever really mentioned that when
I don't
they
think I've ever seen that though.
tribute.
Yeah, neither have I.
I never seen that. I seen. That's very obscure.
Mm, I
But
don't
yeah.
know. And you're talking about the suitors. I was amazed with how many were one to try and do that.
Well, that's how the story goes.
I
There's that
know
many.
that, but almost all the men.
I mean, yeah, because they just it's for this for to be king, pretty much. It's
Right,
not so much like to have sex with Anne Hathaway, even though she's a beautiful woman,
right.
but it's to take over the throne,
And
really.
I liked how they made up that charted thing at the end with
You want to get to that because that's one I'll. Okay.
well, didn't want to get to that really yet. I was still thinking of all the giant knights. There
Okay,
was
so
I
yeah,
liked how they were like you were saying. It looked realistic because also they were filming in real water.
yeah.
And imagine they were also being drowned in film, uh, like they were being drowned along with being killed.
Uh-huh. Well, they
But,
used they didn't use CG for like all those dead soldiers. It was like also like probably like practical dummies or whatever.
mm,
Because they're like floating like that and dead in the water.
okay.
But okay, since you don't want to talk about the third act one just yet, another sequence we haven't talked about is the whirlpool
Yeah,
Oh
sequence.
yeah.
Scylla and
that was
Charybdis.
going to be CGI, but it looked real enough.
It did, yeah. Scylla and Charybdis. I know, but okay. Here's the thing. I have a nitpick. People like fans of the purists of the book complain about this, but this is just a nitpick for me. The the monster creature, uh,
Yes.
the seven head monster creature. The only thing I don't mind the new design, the design of it. The only thing that was missing was the teeth.
Mhm.
Because in the story, it has sharp teeth and it grabs the guys. But other than that little nitpick, the sequence was great though.
That was
Regardless.
the only thing that bothered you. No
Yeah,
teeth.
because it's scary, with the teeth and everything.
I know it just seemed kind of funny.
That's why I call it it's the nitpicky thing.
Yeah.
Not knowing the story, and that changes. Like, oh, well, why couldn't you just do teeth? No, what's wrong with teeth? Not that movie Teeth, that horrible piece of shit movie Teeth. I was just saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know Thomas will probably mention that the movie Teeth.
What's
If you've
that?
seen it, the movie Teeth.
Oh, that one about the killer Cha Cha.
Yeah, sharp teeth. Yeah. That movie's so fucking stupid. I hate that movie. It's an awful movie. It's not even so bad it's good. It's so bad it's bad. But anyway, yeah, that's my only nitpick about that sequence in the Odyssey. With Silas and Crypt is like no teeth. Other than that, great sequence though.
Got the also the scenes that are scattered throughout. I loved how Odysseus and Calypso interacted with each other, where she was trying to have him eat some kind of a plant.
Yeah, to make him forget.
Right. And then over time, he was learning what happened, and he was doing that less and less.
Yeah, because she told him to stop eating it.
Mm-hmm.
That's also that's another big change that Nolan does. Again, this sequence with Calypso, a lot more sexual in the book. She keeps him there, like practically makes him her sex slave for 7 years in the book. She does give him the flower to make him forget, make him forget his family, make him forget his journey and all that, and keeps him there, and they have sex for 7 years.
And
But
she,
in the book, though, she gets told by, again, Hermes the god comes in. Hermes is not in this movie, but in the book, he tells her, "You gotta let him go because if you don't, the gods will punish you. Zeus is gonna destroy your island." And she says, "Okay, fine." She then has him stop eating those, and then he starts remembering, and then he lets him go, and he leaves after 7 years. And this movie, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but every time before she would stop him from eating the flowers, you would hear this big thunderstorm in the background.
yeah,
That's Zeus,
but she,
and she looks up and she gets scared.
he would,
Very subtle.
yeah, one of them would turn their head looking for the storm.
That's when he starts remembering. He starts telling the flashback scenes that we've talked about already.
Yeah,
So,
she asked a lot about what he remembers about his
yeah.
the men that fought with him.
So since we didn't see them have sex in this movie, it's Nolan makes it more sympathetic. It seems like it was more like she was taking care of him, like healing him and just like letting him live there,
Mm,
like a roommate kind of like thing,
Sure.
or friends.
he was slowly forgetting
Yeah.
things there.
Yeah, but in the book, she keeps him there to have sex with him.
Mm.
So again, big change. I'm fine with the change,
I think that wasn't necessary.
even though she says in the movie she says that she fell in love with him, and that's why she kept him there, because she was alone. She's by herself,
Okay, just being alone, that makes
and she's a goddess, so she's immortal, so she's gonna be there for all her life.
mm.
You know.
That was the other one that I really liked the location of, because there's a giant, vast beach area.
Yeah, only fish they're eating. Thomas, what'd you think of the Calypso sequences? Now that I told you the difference,
They're spread out.
the difference between the book and the movie.
And with that again, the what sequence?
The Calypso sequence with Charlize Theron.
Oh man, uh, I mean, I'm trying to remember like how it really played out again because that's one of the few ones like. How does that play out
Oh
again?
well, since he was there for 7 years, and he was eating her lotus flower that made him forget.
Oh, yeah.
She had him stop eating them, so he was remembering, and he was telling the story,
Yes,
what happened,
coming
all
back.
the scenes that we've gone through already. That's where you get that sequence.
I was like, yeah, that's what I was say. I think the reason why I kind of forgot it because it was such a small kind of part because Charlize Theron doesn't really play like a huge role, but it's definitely a very pivotal role in the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a very pivotal role. Um, I liked it for what it is. Even though it was, like I said, it was a very small role, but it was very pivotal within the story.
Also very different from the book, like I said.
I'm gonna
No,
say I don't really remember. That's one of the few things I don't remember too much about from the book,
But
like how it
well,
really
in
played
the
out.
book, she kept him there to be a sex slave, practically.
as
Mm.
you were saying,
Yeah, yeah.
I was say like yeah,
And then
that's
the
one of the few
gods,
things
and the
I don't.
gods make,
That's
and
one of the few things I kind of glossed over about the book. So
yeah, I mean, like in the movie, it made it seem more like she was just like had him living there, like, but not to
yeah,
have sex with him. Even though in the movie she says that she fell in love with him, and that's why she kept him there because she's Nolan.
Mhm.
Like Nolan made the character more sympathetic,
Right.
just as the witch character and just like the Cyclops character. That's what he
Well,
did.
whereas in the book, a lot of these characters are very not sympathetic at
They're not
all.
good people. Yeah. Even though this
Nah,
is the
they're
book
terrible.
is not that great of a person either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but they're written more sympathetic in for the
Because the book
adaptation.
was written 3,000 years ago. Like Homer, the guy who wrote it,
There's
not
a
Homer Simpson.
Nolan sort of like
What do you
I
think?
would say like modernize it, but like he modernized a lot of the
For
characters.
he modernized it in a way for the modern audience here now today.
But
Yeah,
it still was respectful.
Yeah, I thought so. That's
but if there's one thing I really want to get to is the third act of this movie.
I mean, we covered most of the big moments in the first two acts, pretty much.
The other thing I had forgotten about, or not forgot, but I didn't mention, what was that big location area on the same island as Calypso where like Odysseus first sees Calypso, and that I think that was where he first hears the
It's just
thunder.
her island. Her island is just like huge.
Oh, so it's just back
Yeah, the
uh,
back part.
a
Yeah,
different area of it.
yeah.
That area with the sun, I loved how that looked.
It's like all the islands, like Nolan made them look just grounded, whereas in the book and in the miniseries, because you can watch. By the way, you can watch the miniseries on YouTube. It has the whole thing's there. I do for a TV miniseries. It's not bad. It's actually kind of good. It's good adaptation. Even though some of it is corny, but it's
Corny.
more fantastical. It's more a little bit. It's TV acting. Um, so it's more fantastical. Like Calypso's Island in that miniseries, like there's it's
And
more
this
like
one,
it's more like an ice island. Like
that's
there's like
it.
ice
Yeah,
and water and shit like
yes,
that.
yeah, like that.
It's like that, yeah. More fantastical.
So and this one is not as fantastical as that.
No, yeah. Kind of stripped that away. You know, ground like you said, grounds just like you grounded the Batman movies.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, the other things I was thinking of was when there's certain times when men were in the ships and all the water was really crashing into their ships.
during the big storm.
Yeah,
sequence.
those are.
Oh,
But
that was
it happened
heartbreaking.
only once. I was like, I really liked how that looked.
That was heartbreaking because the his main soldier, right hand man, was screaming at him, saying like, "Pray for forgiveness, pray for
That was
forgiveness." But here's the thing: it was their fault. We haven't gotten to the scene where they're in the other island with all the cattle that they were not supposed to eat because
Yeah.
they belong to the sun god Helios.
And
But they were starving and decided to eat it at night, like they won't see. when
that
they're
was
caught.
that was when a big Poseidon attacked them. That was one
After
of the
that, yeah, after that, because that's at the point where even Odysseus is trying to save them, he sees they're eating the cattle that weren't supposed to eat, and that's when he gives up. He's like,
and then
he shakes his head. He doesn't even say anything. He just walks away. He's like,
the storms that make parts of
Yeah.
the ship break
that's
off,
why
and then
killed.
it breaks in half.
It kills the remaining of his remaining soldiers, and he's the only one left alive.
And he was one of them. I was like, oh,
Like, it broke his heart that like no matter what he did, they caused their own death.
right.
And
And that
he was told that by in Hades. He was told they're gonna die. You
right.
cannot stop it.
No matter
They
what
bring
he
him
tried to do to prevent it.
Yeah. And no matter how, um, what other plan you come up with, you know. So,
Now I think as probably
but
is.
during all the we've talked about just like the Odyssey scenes, but throughout the movie, we haven't talked about the Penelope and Telemachus sequences. Like that's
Those
happened throughout the first and
those
second
are
act.
great too.
I will say okay because you don't really get action in those scenes. It's
No,
more character and acting driven. But man, like not just Robert Pattinson, but like Tom Holland and Anne Hathaway
that was
were
what I
great. Yeah,
yeah
I definitely, even though she's only like 13 years or like 14 years older than Tom Holland, I felt like they were a mother and son.
yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
When she's yelling at him, saying you're not your father, you're not as tough as you think you are. These men are gonna kill you if you try to fight
Because
with them.
even at her age now, she looks great, but you can see it looks like age is starting to catch up.
One thing though that almost again in my head made me laugh when she's yelling at him. He's like you're. She yells at him and she says you're a child. And then in my mind, I'm thinking like he's probably thinking I'm not a child. I'm Spider Man.
Well, good thing that wasn't pointed out.
But he does still look like a little boy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
He
that's
does
part of the
have,
story.
he does have like that baby face to him.
But that's part of the story.
towered over him.
That's part of the story. That he starts off like in the book he starts off as like a teenager, and he's growing older as they wait for Odysseus to return.
I had forgotten that Tom Holland is that small.
Yeah, he's short. Yeah,
Well, I mean, because like I was saying, Robert Pattinson almost towered over him,
yeah. He does.
and
I
even
like their scenes together. Like
oh yeah,
Robert Pattinson acts like the stepdad, even though he's not even like his stepdad yet, or he's trying to be. He acts like that stepdad that fucking hates the kid, right? He
right.
does.
And then I love the scene that with Robert's character, and then what's her name, Anne Hathaway,
Penelope.
her Penelope there, and that they're talking together, and she has that weaving thing.
Oh, by the way, the weaving thing is more important in the book.
Yes, I figured it would be.
It is.
But,
Yeah.
that was an incredible scene. That was where one of the first things that I became aware of about this whole suitor thing.
Yeah. He almost tries to like seduce her.
Yeah, yeah,
Which the way it's shot, it made you think like, oh my god, is she gonna give in? But that wouldn't be accurate to the character because she never gives in.
um,
In the
she's
book, she never gives in to any of the suitors.
loyal with to.
And then like, at the same time, it is Robert Pattinson. Like, would you blame her? She did. I mean, he's an attractive man. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I think look what watch. I bet you right now, all the women in the audience, would if you find like, female comments of that scene and what's on YouTube, eventually, would probably write, they would have given in to Robert Pattinson.
They all would have swooned over him.
Probably, yeah. But it's not with the character. The character Penelope, she's faithful to her husband
Right.
Yeah.
for the whole story.
Right.
Which I'm
Yeah.
glad Nolan kept that there. So, props there. Because
And then-
any other director could have changed that.
And then, as you said of Tom Holland and Penelope, all their scenes are wonderful together. Like I think one of the first is when they're talking outside on that area of the outside area of the castle. I love their scene together talking.
Oh yeah, when she tells him about Odysseus, because he never met him.
No,
That's accurate to the story where he left to war when he was a baby,
right.
and he's
So he probably had seen him, but wouldn't remember him at all.
no, he's just a baby.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the scene when
He wants to find out. I like his. Okay, here's the thing. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's also accurate to the book where Telemachus. his whole arc is finding out who his dad really was, and also what happens in the third act. We'll get to that eventually.
It's kind of funny because once he gets on to a ship, they're trying to search for his Odysseus' dad.
Yeah.
It's like he kind of disappears. I mean, he kind of shows up, but for a large chunk, he's not there. I
Oh,
wonder.
when
It's probably like
he
that in
leaves
the
to the other kingdom.
hmm
Oh yeah, when he meets John Bernthal's character. But
But I mean,
hey,
before that, he was not there for a large
yeah,
part of the film.
yeah,
It's probably like that in the story too.
yeah. I mean, in the story, it does go back and forth. It goes back and forth with Odysseus' journey, and then the present time
Mhm.
with what Telemachus is doing. And hey, you guys mentioned this is the summer of Tom Holland and Zendaya working the same two movies together.
Yeah.
Also, John Bernthal, same
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah, because he was the Punisher in
And
Spider-Man
Spider-Man No Way,
Day.
Spider-Man Day. I said No Way Home, but
I don't think that Tom Holland and Zendaya had any scenes together in this.
no, not
Maybe,
in this movie. No,
no, yeah.
in the book, they were supposed to have a scene together, but I'm guessing maybe Nolan didn't want to have Zendaya and Tom Holland be together in the
Have
scene. Maybe he thought
Brad
found
has
distracting.
have
'Cause
a
they're
connection like that.
yeah, they're together in real life. I mean, I don't, are they married or they're
They're
just
married.
engaged?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're married now. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, they're married. Yeah.
Okay, they're married now. So like they're like right now they're the hottest couple in Hollywood right now.
And they make a good couple, I will admit.
They do, they have good chemistry in movies
Mm-hmm.
too. So, but like I like Tom Holland and John Berthal's chemistry in this movie, even though it's one scene.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's kind of combative, but also empathetic.
Yeah, and not to give anything away for Spider-Man Brand New Day since you haven't seen it, Thomas. But their chemistry in that movie, whoa, you're gonna enjoy a lot.
It's a different chemistry,
It is, but
it's
you'll see it when you see it
they do have a strong connection.
because they're friends in real life and you see it. So there's like they work together like for like a decade now, like
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes and projects. So that's
And
cool.
now she's also acted with Timothy Chalamet, at least
In the Dune movies, yeah,
3 Dune films. As
yeah,
far as I know, that's the only time.
yeah, yeah. And
And
Robert Pattinson's gonna be in the new Dune movie.
yes, because he was in part 2.
No, he wasn't. This is gonna be his first one.
Oh, I'm thinking of.
No, Austin Butler was the villain.
I'm thinking of someone else.
Austin Butler was the villain in part 2.
Austin Butler.
But yeah, back to Odyssey.
He was fresh, already incredibly popular from Elvis.
One thing I've been mentioned about the uh, Odysseus and Penelope relationship, that pin that she gives him
Yes, that little.
of Athena. See, I know the gods' names, guys. This I know Greek mythology. I know the names of
Yes.
Athena, who is Zedaya's playing Athena,
Mm.
or or a different version of Athena, I should say. Where he I like how that's how she'll know that he's really alive, or people actually are telling the truth, because people who went to war and survived and came back, if they claim they saw him or if he died or not or whatever, she'll ask him, was he wearing what was he wearing? If they say that pin, then she knows that they're telling the truth. So that's the point of that pin.
Mhm.
You know what? It's funny because no, that's another Nolan thing that he does in a lot of his movies. A piece of something
It has
that are important.
a detail
A
that.
detail like this
that
the spinning thing in Inception. That little thing.
well, not only that, but there others had a
But
thing.
that was the one that got the most focus in that movie.
Mm, that's
Or that little like piece of like I don't know, what was it, leaf or fossil, whatever it was in Batman Begins, with Rachel and Bruce.
Oh, you mean like that little arrowhead?
Yes,
Arrowhead.
that. Yeah,
Oh yeah, finders keepers.
yeah. So like Nolan really loves that to put that stuff in his movies.
mm,
Yeah, I think he might have a collection. You know what? I think he has a collection of that at home. Probably. He probably
What was
collects
it?
like little pieces.
What was it in Tenet?
I don't remember.
I don't think he might not have had any.
I'm not saying all those movies, just a lot of his movies. He does
Yeah,
have that. Yeah.
most of them. Because I didn't remember anything like that in Dunkirk.
Me neither. But then again, I don't really remember Dunkirk that well.
Yeah, a lot of people probably didn't like that film anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other Dark Knight movies he had that in. If he even had that in there.
I don't believe
No,
he did it.
no, probably not.
Did he what?
If he had other like the other little like important little like pieces of whatever.
Because I don't remember that in
He has
Memento.
two. He has two in this movie. The pin,
Yeah.
the Athena pin, and the little like draft little like what was it, stick or a piece of metal
Yeah, it's that.
that
Yeah.
he's given back to from Sinan,
Mm,
aka Elliot Page, to get back to Robert Pattinson's
right.
character. Like that's important too. So he did too.
And then I think Robert, his character, kept saying that he had no brother over and over. Or
Yeah,
something.
again, he's a liar too.
Right.
He denies the truth throughout
Or
the
at
whole movie.
least he didn't
Like he
remember.
keeps saying like throughout the whole movie, like to Tom Holland, like your father's he didn't say father, he's dad, which is another controversial piece of dialogue. I didn't care. Do you guys care that they said dad and not father? Like honestly, like I didn't.
It didn't seem that
I
major
didn't
to
care. People made a big deal about that. Who cares? It's a fucking
Right.
movie, guys. They're speaking English for crying out loud, so who cares what
Right.
they say? You know?
His father would be like the old English.
Yeah, it's they're not even like they. First of all, they were showing you speaking English in the first place. They're in Greece, so it's like they're speaking English. So like if you're okay with that, you should be okay with them saying dad instead of father. Who cares? It's not
Right.
nitpicky.
I didn't know anyone was having a problem with
No,
either.
people were complaining about that months ago.
I didn't know about that one.
No, but they were. They were. My God. Like, I'm
Dad-
glad you guys didn't really see much of the. I saw all the complaints. They were all stupid.
You're right, yeah.
It didn't matter.
Kept calling it WOKE, woke. I'm like, what's
Right,
it?
yeah, all that nonsense.
Right.
Whatever. Nobody cared. The movie, it's like success. But yeah, that whole Telemachus' journey, like I really love that part two of the movie. Too, because Tom Holland surprised me how good of I've always liked him, like in the Spider-Man movies, but like I think he's getting better as an actor.
Yeah, it was outside of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I saw another movie he did for Netflix with Robert Pattinson. I forgot the name of it. Where Robert Pattinson plays like a corrupt, evil pastor in a small town.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
I forget the name of it, but like, hey, they work together already.
Right.
Same thing. Robert Pattinson was a bad guy and Tom Holland was a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Robert Pattinson just likes to bully Tom Holland in movies.
Right, yeah.
Well, they work well together.
Mm.
He's like a bully. But yeah, Telemachus' journey, like I loved. And Tom Holland did a great job. And speaking of his performance, Tom
Yeah.
Holland, again, preview for next weekend for the Spider-Man stream. Tom Holland's performance in Spider-Man Brand New Day is his best performance as that character.
You think it's his best performance?
Oh, yes.
Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see what I mean.
Even better than No Way Home.
Oh, yeah.
And
He just-
even in any of the
he's for me, like when it comes to his solo Spider-Man movies, he gets better and better performance wise.
better.
And better.
I think it was probably maybe kind of not necessarily training, but he had help from
He
other
had
actors.
help, but I think that talent is coming naturally to him,
Mm.
and I wouldn't blame anybody if they pick him as his favorite Spider-Man at this point.
Mm.
But then again, he has the advantage for having been in more Spidey movies.
Because
compared
you
to the other
mentioned
guys.
yours.
I know, yeah. Thomas, go look at my Instagram video I posted a couple days ago about Spider-Man. Oh, you saw it, didn't you?
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I made that before I saw Brand New Day. I still stick to what I said, but hey, props to Tom Holland. He's becoming a great actor.
Yeah.
So
And Zendaya probably had the. This is probably the best I'd ever seen her in anything, even
what,
more
in
so,
Brand New Day?
more so. Yeah, more so.
Yeah,
Than,
I agree.
this one, the Odyssey.
That and the Dune movies probably for me. Like that's the most I've seen from her. I haven't seen everything she's in. But yeah. You want you guys to get to third act, or is there something else?
I think that was all that I could think of that I
Thomas?
I would say the third act. I mean, that's really like the meat and potatoes of the whole
You
thing.
want to? Okay, the third act. This is the part of the movie that I was looking forward to the most.
I'm probably the one you were the
And
most.
this third act just blow your mind.
I was like itching when it come, because I was enjoying the rest of the movie, but like when the movie was announced, I was like, I can't wait for this fucking third act. It's gonna be so fucking good. It's gonna be, but you know what, man? Even with my anticipation, it exceeded my expectations because it was fucking so epic, man.
Yeah, I think
Oh my god,
How about
it begins when it
you
is.
know what? How about that bow and arrow stuff?
the whole challenge with the bow and arrow was like fucking great.
Yeah, remember the little piece of dialogue between Matt Damon and Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
They're gonna kill you, and like I don't care as long as I kill you first.
that,
right, I remember.
even Tom Holland gets a line at Robert Pattinson where he's like when he's saying like enough of this challenge. She knows none of us are gonna get to do it. It's a waste of time. She pick someone already, and then like make your wish or whatever. And then like Tom Holland confronts him and says like, "My mother's wish is for you to burn to the ground." Like shit. That was a great moment. Which one of my favorite lines in the movie? It's become a meme now. When Odysseus is faking being a beggar in his hoodie.
Yes.
He's like, "Let me try." And
And
then they're all laughing at him. They think he's an old man. Robert Pattinson's like, "Someone get these beggars out of here!"
then the door was already locked behind them.
I tell you, he delivered that line so perfectly, just like a sniveling, just evil bastard, so perfectly. Like that moment in that third act with him, to me, like that's when I was like, yeah, he's the MVP of the movie, for me, like acting wise, because he played the role so good. Yeah, like he was having fun. You could tell he was having fun playing
Who's
the
that?
villain.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
He did such a great job just playing such a big old slime bag.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of funny?
He keeps calling him beggar and plate licker and throws a chair at him.
I actually looked up about more of his character, and I think they said they kind of compared him to as James Woods' character in Casino.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Minus the drugs.
Minus the drugs, obviously,
Yeah.
because there was no drugs in the Odyssey
No,
days.
there wasn't, yeah. But you know who we haven't talked about, who's also a suitor? Corey Hawkins.
Corey Hawkins, yeah.
He was great too, as also like he's a minor villain compared to Pattinson, but he was also like he did really good. I will say though, it did take I was taken out a little bit when he told Odysseus to fuck off. When he's saying fuck off, I told you to fuck off. Like it's like okay, saying the word fuck in that story does take me out a little bit.
Yeah, but it doesn't really fit in that timeline.
That's the only piece of like when you say okay, like Odysseus says it early in the movie after they win the war, he's like, let's get the fuck out of this island. Like, I think Nolan when he's writing the script, he's like, this is gonna be, I can make it rated R. Fuck yes, like that.
Right. Then you could add that in.
Yeah, that's how it came off. It's a minor thing, but he does deliver it in a way that makes me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. It's humorous.
And this isn't really much of a humorous film, but there are moments that make you crack up.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether it be intentional or unintentional, I'm not even sure.
Right.
But yeah, the bow and arrow challenge, that's accurate to the book, by the way. Pretty spot on, I will say.
Mm.
The only thing that's not spot on was like, in the book he made himself look old, and then once he does the he accomplishes his own bow and arrow. He turns to a little more younger, less old and feeble. Like there was like some fantastical part there.
Yeah,
It's more grounded here.
yeah, that was the thing that I liked about his bow. That it was only him that could figure out how to do it. No, anyone else who tried it never could get it right.
Not even his son can do it.
Right.
Yeah, he tried earlier. So he's not.
Mm.
He's no good. But yeah, I was like, that moment when he did it, he put the arrow there. He locked it. Robert Pattinson starts running away. That's again acted so perfectly by him.
Mm.
Like a coward that he is, he tries to run away, but they stop him because also
Right.
the doors are locked.
And the monologue between Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway,
Oh, before that, yes, with
When
the
they're talking,
reunite
he's, you know,
like that is like you talk about like masterclass acting from Matt Damon.
from both of them. Like I give like Anne
Especially
Hathaway's-
even for Matt Damon, like the grief and
Oh yeah, when you get to kind of like know what really happened in Troy, he says like they killed innocent people,
Mhm.
and because of the war, like that whole place was destroyed. So it was a bad thing that they did, and he had shame. That's why he didn't. That's why he's being punished, and he broke Seuss's law with that, and he had shame of coming back home because he's not a hero.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's one of those. I feel like the Odyssey like, is sort of like one of those things where the second act was like a really great narrative, like leading up to the third
We
act.
haven't talked about the dog yet.
That was where the third act began for me. Was when the dog dies.
Oh, that was one of the most emotional scenes in the movie. 'Cause
That
the
was
dog,
where the
his
third act
hunting dog.
was. That was the one that triggered that event.
Yeah, his hunting dog.
and it was laying there for a long time. I was
Yeah,
like,
because Robert Pattinson like threw it outside.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Better say that hit home for me because I got 2 dogs.
yeah. So like, but in the movie, that dog died
I
of old age.
can't forget about my little crypto.
Yeah, you're crypto. Not the dog. That
And
was
then-
sad, man. When his tail was wagging and then it fell.
That was it. Recognized that as Odysseus.
Yeah, that's when his son recognized him.
How
That was a great moment.
it wasn't the
Also, when he saved him
right
too.
for anyone else.
Also, when Odysseus saved them because they were gonna conspire to kill Telemachus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
and
was
because
great.
then they had what's his name from that somewhat horror film Upgrade up in that.
Yeah, Logan Marshall Green.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like the like servant to the suitors.
Yeah. He put up a good fight.
Oh, his fight with Telemachus
Yes.
was pretty cool too. Oh yeah, so that whole sequence when he does bow and arrow challenge, and he shoots the arrow through the axis. They all freak. Okay, I find it. This is just. I'm not calling this a racist moment, but it's funny. The first suitor Odysseus killed was the black suitor.
No.
He's like, "You are Odysseus." I was like, "Yes!" I cheered so loud. I was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck him all up."
Yeah, it wasn't a racist thing.
No, but I just something I know. I thought it was humorous.
It happened that way.
I know, yeah, but it just happened that way. Yeah.
Right.
He had to kill somebody first.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like I like Penelope closed the door, and I mean, Goss character like you fit in right here because she was having sex with Robert Pattinson the whole time and telling him the secrets.
Here's another one who's kind of like his character, but not as.
Oh, she was supposed to get punished in the book. In the book, she gets punished, but in the movie, you kind of don't see her again.
Mhm.
That's because second viewing, she's hiding the table, but he spares all the lives of the suitors that like bow to him. Like if you go on your knees and just bow to him, he doesn't kill them. He just kills the one that tries to attack him.
And is that Odysseus? You mean who?
Yeah. At the end, when after he
So he did.
accomplishes the bow and arrow challenge, and he's killing all the
Very,
suitors.
very few bowed until at the
I know,
end.
because they were scared.
Right.
Yeah, and like another sequence was Logan Marshall Green, the servant. He makes a hole in the floor and is throwing the weapons,
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson hiding in the corner is like, get the swords,
yeah. Grab the swords, and
get the shields,
he
the
didn't
spears, get the
he,
spears.
he didn't care to get any.
I know, dude. Okay, now that you've seen the movie, Thomas, there's so many funny videos people made on Instagram. I'm gonna send to you about that scene.
Okay.
There's so many I saw in my algorithm. It was so good, yeah. So accurate, so funny. But again, Robert Pattinson plays that cowardly villain so fucking perfect.
He might be cast as a villain more and more now.
Probably when he's not doing Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like you forget, like, hey, he played Batman, and he's playing this character. Like he's
And
truly
now
a great
there's
actor.
supposed to be the Batman Part 2.
Who would have thought, man? 20 years ago, when he was making Twilight, who would have thought this fucking guy will become a great actor?
Yeah.
Nobody saw it coming.
Because after Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, that was when he started branching out more.
Yeah. So to his credit, he knew he was better than Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Right. One who was still not, whose career did not get to be go as good was what's his name? Who is the wolf?
Oh, Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not a good actor.
And now one I really do like her, but she's not seen as it seems like she's not seen as much anymore is Kristen Stewart. She was another one
I
who
mean, she still does movies, but she hasn't had the success that Robert Pattinson has.
yeah, but she's another one who
I mean, I'm sure Robert Pattinson. Here's the thing. I know I'm getting personalized, but like, I'm sure Robert Pattinson has forgiven her, but she did fuck him over.
I wasn't
She-
even thinking of.
I know, but she did cheat on him,
Right.
Yeah. That probably broke his heart, but he got over it. So
But
Hey.
I know.
this is why I believe in karma. If you treat people well, you're gonna have a good life. If you treat people badly, it's gonna come back and bite you. And that's what I
It's
think.
like
I
this-
believe that happened.
And I know
I'm not
that.
trying to judge her too here. I'm not trying to just judge her too harshly. She was young and dumb, and people make mistakes. No, she was. I mean, she was in her 20s.
Right.
So like, people make mistakes, and like, I'm sure she learned and grew from it. But kudos to him. He's doing well for himself. So back to the movie. Oh man, I love Odysseus like fucking killing all those assholes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I was alluding to when I talked about this in our most anticipated. I was like, this is gonna be so epic, guys. I'm telling you. And I was referring to this sequence. Everything led up to the movie with this sequence. That's what I was talking about.
And you know what's another great thing about Robert Pattinson's character as villain? Is that you realize like he's keeping it like not to get he's trying not to get killed, but it's like he's such a fucking coward that he doesn't want to get killed.
Right.
Like
you-
it's like those little reactions that he has of trying not to get killed. It's like, dude, like you fucking deserve it. Dude.
He's hiding and barking orders at the rest, like get this dog.
right, because he keeps demanding things.
Yeah,
But he's such a glorified pussy that
yeah. So
you
that's
know,
so
he's
So
hiding
that's
like the little pussy that he is, the little coward that he is.
so that's why when he finally confronts Odysseus with a one-on-one battle, he dies like a punk. You know?
I thought also Tom's character and him. I thought they fought during that at one point too.
They were going to like. Here's the thing. Odysseus didn't want his son to kill anybody because he didn't want any blood in his hands.
Sure.
But he did have to fight that one guy though, the Logan Marshall Green.
Mm-hmm. And that up.
That was a great moment, actually, from John Leguizamo when it's like, "Oh, you're trapped in here," and locked them in there
That was funny. Yeah.
because they attacked him. They attacked him earlier in the movie.
Right. Oh, yeah. It closed in those other soldiers.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah. That was great.
and that's another great moment when he's about to kill Robert Pattinson. He has that little device thing from the lottery, the war lottery, that
Right.
Senna and Elliot Page gave him. It's like, he pretty much is like, hey, Say hello. Say hello to him for me. He's giving you back your shame. He puts it down his throat and kills him.
Right. And
That was
then,
a great moment. Yeah.
because he knows that is where his soul would most
Yeah.
likely go.
In Greek mythology, no matter who you are and what you believe in, if you're human, and when you die, you go to Hades. That's the only place that you will go. Only gods go to heaven in Greek mythology.
Mm.
Or I guess like if you're like half a god, like Hercules. I guess yeah. But if you're human, yeah, you're gonna end up, like that's just the afterlife in Greek mythology. Yeah.
So
It's
then
not.
he would be tormented for all
It's not
eternity.
more. It's not really tormented. It's more like they just walk this like fiery hellish place, but they don't get tortured. They're just. It's like they're like just zombies in a hell. Imagine that.
No, I mean, I thought his, what's his name? That was his brother, right?
Yeah.
I thought his brother were, I thought it would be his brother who would torment him.
Maybe because they're self conscious.
Mm.
Yeah. They remember their life, so maybe yeah, he's gonna torture him. So. Oh, okay, we've been calling him Robert Pence. I know he has a name. I just can't pronounce it.
Yeah, it's
It's I'll tell you exactly.
it's
It
not
is
Antinous.
Antinous. Yes, it's an odd.
Antinous.
Antinous. Yeah.
Antinous, yeah. So, yeah. So, Brennan Hades, Antinous.
Yeah, we kept saying his
Robert
actual
Pattinson.
Robert over and
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. But Antinous, yeah. Great villain. Actually,
Yeah.
actually, there are times. This might be my favorite Nolan villain behind Joker now.
Your favorite what?
Nolan villain
Behind.
behind Joker, yeah. You can't.
Yeah.
You can never top Heath Ledger's Joker in performance, whether it be a comic book movie, Batman movie, or Christopher Nolan movie. But Robert Pattinson as Antinous came close at times. He's not there quite because, of course, Heath Ledger's Joker. No, Heath Ledger's Joker is iconic. You can't be iconic. You
Right.
can come close though, but that's what I feel. Like for the longest time, it was Bane second for me.
That's what I was wondering.
But
Now,
for me, I prefer Robert Pattinson's Antinous villain performance over Bane.
Now I'm assuming Bane's like 3 now.
3, yeah. And then like, I guess other ones, not just
what is that?
Batman, but like other Chris Nolan villain movies, performers, actors, whatever. Other ones like
And
like,
then I'm thinking of that villain lady in Inception.
yeah,
She
she's like top. She might be like barely top 5.
barely.
Because like when I think of Nolan villains, I'm usually thinking of the Dark Knight trilogy, because that's usually where they are. Because there's so many villains in there, but like, I would say non Batman Nolan films. This is my favorite villain performance in a Nolan film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't really think of another non-Nolan. I guess another non-Nolan villain.
Memento.
Robin Williams in Insomnia.
Robin Williams, Insomnia, Carrie Ann Moss in Memento,
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
and Matt Damon in Interstellar.
Mm.
Technically, he was a villain.
Was there really a villain in The Prestige?
Yes.
Hugh Jackman. He became a villain.
Yeah, I
at
can
the
say
end.
he was pretty good.
He was pretty good too. Yeah.
Too.
Because they go back and forth. Like in that movie, they go back and forth. Like
But I
who's
feel
the
like-
good guy and who's the bad guy. At the
Like,
end,
but I
it's
say
Hugh
like
Jackman.
top 2 for me or
I know you must have read everyone's right.
Robert Pattinson and Robin Williams.
Yeah, like when you scrap the Batman.
Right, if you don't include Batman in the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
I was say, was there really a villain in Interstellar, or
Matt Damon's character.
would you say he was pretty good too?
Yeah, he was pretty good, but I won't say the best.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I would say, would you say Hugh Jackman's probably like up there, probably, and for
Yeah.
Prestige?
yeah, and
Carrie
so
Ann Moss. I
is
say
Carrie Ann
like
Moss and
I say like if the 5 best villains that are not Nolan Batman villains are Robert Pattinson, Hugh Jackman, Carrie Ann Moss, Robin Williams, and
Oh, by the way, whoever's watching the stream, give a like. Thank you.
Mm.
We haven't any comments yet.
Am I missing any Nolan? Like, was there what about the? Was there really a villain really in Inception?
That yes,
Yeah.
that what's her name? That is,
Marianne Cotillard as
Oh,
yeah,
Mona.
Mary Cotillard. Yeah.
Because it's not really her that's villain; it's the subconscious version of her. So
right, but it's
She's
still
probably like a fifth villain, maybe.
yeah,
it still haunts him.
but yeah, non-Batman villain performance. Robert Pattinson's Antinous.
I feel like Robin Williams might be the best
Whose is that?
Nolan villain. That's not a Batman villain.
Right.
But for me, it's Robert Pattinson. It's
What
more
was
fun.
Tenet?
It's a more fun performance. That's why.
Yeah, and it's like a summer blockbuster, and you know it's big and grandioso. And
By the way, I'm gonna rewatch all the Nolan films, including Insomnia, and I'll feel more comfortable saying what I'm saying now. But as for now, I'm saying Robert Pattinson's.
I cannot remember
I
if
guess
it was in
what
the
would you just say before Robert Pattinson for the longest time it was Robin Williams.
Probably, yeah, because
To a non-Nolan
even
Batman.
even though I'm not that big a fan of Insomnia, the performances are great though.
right
Yeah.
because out of all
Especially
I just
Pacino
can't
and
get-
Robin Williams.
I just can't get into the movie, man.
out of all the Nolan
I
films,
tried watching the movie 3 times. I just can't get into it throughout the years.
I love Insomnia.
It's been a decade since I've seen it though. To be fair, it's been a while.
Maybe now that you're older, maybe
I'll rewatch them as soon as I get.
although Carrie Ann Moss is also a pretty damn good villain for Memento.
Yeah,
And I say probably Hugh Jackman's probably the more underrated.
him
Because
and
I feel like the Prestige doesn't really get talked about as much.
him.
Insomnia,
That's one of Nolan's underrated. movies.
Insomnia even less than the Prestige.
Yeah, actually Nolan's first film, The Following. That villain's really good. If you've seen it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I'm just waiting to get that on Blu-ray. I'm just waiting. Amazon's taking forever. Once I get that one, then I'll start rewatching them all.
I know Chris Nolan is a big proponent of he likes to have his films in Blu-ray or 4K. He
Right.
deliberately went.
Was that supposed to be?
He's big physical media.
Oh yeah, he's.
Hey Odyssey, hurry up here for a second. I want to see you back. I want to see you on my home TV too.
Oh, it's gonna take a while till it's a Blu-ray because it's making bank in IMAX.
Yeah, like
Who's it?
we
It
can
probably not gonna come out till the holidays.
probably not. Maybe it might not come out probably November.
Probably November, earliest maybe Christmas time.
Yeah, but I would say maybe around the holiday, like Christmas.
Yeah, like let it have the full theatrical run.
Like Obsession did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what, like February?
Actually, they try to rush that a look like other movies on video on demand, like normally, but it was still in theaters and it was still making money.
Because
Nolan-
didn't Obsession come out in like February?
It came out in May.
Oh, in May. Oh, that's right. It came out around the same time as Passenger did.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then
But Nolan, like Curry Barker, was an independent filmmaker. He didn't have much say about video release and everything. Nolan does. If Nolan says it ain't coming out on Blu-ray or streaming yet, it's his call.
right.
much power he has.
Christopher Nolan, because it's Sir Christopher Nolan.
Sir Christopher Nolan, sorry about that.
Sir Christopher Nolan.
I forget sometimes that he was knighted.
I better say because you're always used to saying things like Sir James Paul,
Christopher.
Sir James Paul McCartney of the Beatles, or
Yeah. Or Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Sir Anthony Hopkins. Yeah.
Sir Ian McKellen.
And then
Sir
Patrick
Nolan, yeah.
Stewart. Was there? I didn't remember if there was actually an overall villain in Tenet.
Yeah, the Kenneth Branagh character.
I was like,
Russian man?
was Kenneth Branagh knighted? Sir Kenneth Branagh?
I don't know. You would think so, right?
You would think.
No, what happened was the England royal king and queen saw Wild Wild West and was like, fuck that.
Oh, and then
I'm just kidding. He's actually the best part of that movie, by the way.
there's
Kenneth
this action comedy that has Kenneth Branagh and Ryan Reynolds that is coming
Is it coming in theaters or streaming? Because I haven't even heard of this.
I thought it would have been in theaters. It could be on.
But anyway, you guys have anything else to say
Way,
about the?
way accepted.
Yeah, you guys have anything else to say about the third act? Because I'm just like fucking fanboying out. about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I haven't felt this way about Nolan. I told you I haven't felt this way about Nolan since Rises. Like
But
I like
the
Interstellar.
like was the shooters. They always tried shooting arrows through the target, and none of them really could get it right.
No, they couldn't even get the bow to
Right.
to
Only
lock up.
Hughes, only
There was-
Odysseus was the only one.
There's 3 other actors that were knighted. Caine,
Yeah, Michael Caine.
Sean Connery, and Gary Oldman.
Okay.
Mm.
I know Ridley Scott was too. I know he's not
Oh,
an actor,
was
but
it really?
yeah, it was.
Tony Scott probably was never knighted.
No, but really was.
And so was what's his name? Sam Neill.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ben Kingsley was as well.
Yeah, I know Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley. Oh, and we forgot one of the most important ones, Sir Christopher Lee.
Of course.
Yes, I knew that. I mean,
Yeah, Sir Christopher Lee. Yeah.
Which it's funny you mentioned Christopher Lee. Sir Christopher Lee, the late Sir Christopher Lee. He was in the miniseries of the Odyssey. He played the James Remar
Yeah,
character.
he was. What character was he?
Tiresias.
So he was the
James Remar character.
the James Remar role. Yeah.
Yep. He was like one of the bigger names in that miniseries.
Could you imagine if like Nolan like did this film like during the time when Christopher Lee was alive? He would have been that role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Christopher Lee would have been that role if Nolan would have done this when Christopher Lee was still alive.
Or Michael Caine.
Michael Caine,
But you know what though? I have a
Gary
feeling.
Oldman.
I have
Gary
a
Oldman,
feeling
maybe.
Michael Caine. He wrote the character. The character John Leguizamo plays was probably written by someone like for Michael Caine because he's an old man.
Right.
Michael Caine. Sir Michael Caine is retired now from acting.
Yeah, Michael Caine is retired. Yeah.
I think he's now in
Sir.
a chair.
Sorry, sir.
I think he's ended up being in a wheelchair,
Really? I didn't know that.
or maybe he still walks, but not.
It's just like he just doesn't want to really act anymore. I think he's done.
Right.
I mean, he's up there in age, so it's like I'm like, I don't want to like. He doesn't want to wake up early and stay up late at night filming hours of scenes. So that's why like his last couple appearances in Nolan films have been like really small roles.
Yeah, The Dark Knight Rises.
And there's also don't forget Sir Ringo Starr
Yeah.
and Sir Patrick Stewart.
Right.
I said
Who's also gonna retire after this year? He's done.
Oh, Patrick Stewart's retiring.
He's done. He said after Doomsday, he's done.
That's
Good for
interesting because he said he would retire after Deadpool and Wolverine.
What, Patrick Stewart?
Yeah,
But he wasn't in that movie. You mean he was?
I'm sorry,
you mean
I'm thinking.
Doctor Strange 2.
No,
He was
no, I
in
was
that
getting
movie.
confused with Logan. Sorry,
No.
he was going to completely retire after Logan.
Right,
My
but
bad.
I know he did the Picard show, so he kept going and acting for a bit. So no, but he's done.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, and also another one that was a Sir is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. You know,
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis.
he
yes.
does so much for the.
I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised Daniel Day-Lewis never worked with Nolan.
It's not too late.
No, I think Daniel Day-Lewis retired.
He did, but
He did for a while.
him and his son are working on a movie or something. I don't know if that's.
Uh,
But he might be done with working with like Hollywood directors. Who knows?
You can't say no to Nolan, though.
is he,
I don't know if Nolan's ever asked him to be in anything. I have to
I
look
say
it
if
up.
no one ever asked him, though, you can't say no to Nolan.
Right. You know who did say no to Nolan?
Who's this jerk off?
Are you gonna laugh when I say who it is?
Who?
Nicolas Cage.
okay.
For
Well, I mean,
for Insomnia, he asked him to be
Okay.
Insomnia,
Yeah.
and he
what was
said
he going to
no.
be, the Al Pacino role?
Maybe, or maybe the Robin Williams role.
For Al Pacino.
Honestly, I think Robin Williams worked out better in that.
He didn't say. Nicolas Cage didn't say which role it was. He just said Nolan called him to be in something. He said no because he was busy doing something else. I don't know what.
So I feel like Nicolas Cage would have. Nah, you know what? I feel like Nicolas Cage probably had to have been the Robin Williams.
And then he said he never called him back for anything else.
Wow.
You missed your chance, Cage.
Well, then again,
if you
around 2002, what was Nicolas Cage doing around 2002? Like Gone in 60 Seconds, and
I don't know what he was doing.
no, that was after Gone in 60 Seconds.
And it's where Nicolas Cage went broke. He was saying yes to everything.
oh yeah, because he was saying no to Trespass. He was saying like Knowing, and then there was the Wicker Man,
The Ghost Rider movie.
the Ghost Rider 1 and 2.
Right. But I think I heard that Nicolas Cage is thinking of retiring too.
And then the
Yeah, you know, I know he's on the convention circuit now. I know
Because
that.
I think he's paid his debt.
Yeah,
He's dead, but I think he's good now.
then I think something called Bad Lieutenant.
Yeah, that one too. He got praise for that actually. I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's not Nolan saying like fuck you for saying no. It was more like I don't think he's fine on he's written another role that fits Nicolas Cage.
Sure.
Because you know who said no to Nolan and ended up working with him anyway?
who's that?
Matt Damon.
Oh, what did he say originally? No
He
to.
said no to playing Harvey Dent in Dark Knight.
Ooh, really?
That was actually Nolan's first choice was Matt Damon, but he was
I think that worked
busy.
out for Aaron Eckhart.
He didn't
Do
feel.
you think Aaron Eckhart did better? Or do you think Matt Damon would have probably?
No, I thought Aaron Eckhart was great. So I kind
That
of.
time, I think Aaron Eckhart was better.
But I can see Matt Damon play Harvey Dent though. I could.
Yeah, he could.
Good.
Yeah, but now you know what? He still ended up working with him anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, he got the lead role in the Odyssey.
What's ironic is that I'm surprised Aaron Eckhart hasn't worked with Nolan again.
Yeah, because they only worked together on The Dark Knight. And
That's it. He's one of the few actors that like. I don't know if they didn't get along or what.
Did he ever work with Christian Bale outside of Batman?
Yeah, Prestige.
The Prestige. Yeah.
Yes.
I always forget about the Prestige. That was Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman.
But I'm surprised he hasn't worked with Leo, Hugh Jackman, and
Hugh Jackman.
Aaron Eckhart again.
Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce, yeah. I want to see Guy Pearce work with Nolan again.
Yeah, because Guy Pearce, the only time he worked with him was Memento.
And you know what's another cool thing?
Fun
Fun fact about Nolan: how he's very loyal to his actors and friends. The actors that acted in his first movie, Following, were his college friends. He invites them to his premieres all the time.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And those actors actually, at least the main guy and the main girl, not the villain, they may have had cameos in The Batman Begins.
Oh, who were they as cameos?
The guy was in, remember the scene at the end of Batman Begins where like they're talking about the water pressure or whatever the hell?
Oh, okay.
The young guy.
Yeah.
He said the pressure's spiking.
Oh,
There was him, and then there's the older guy. He was the younger guy. That was his lead actor in Following.
Oh, okay.
And then the lead girl in Following, she was the rich lady in the restaurant scene where she's saying like, "I think Batman deserves a medal. They're jealous." That lady.
Oh,
That was her. Yeah. So
okay. I never.
that's
I never
cool
knew
that he brought his college friends he did his first movie with into his first big budget movie. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, because you figure his first big budget film was Batman Begins.
Yeah, and he invites them to his premiere all the time. Every movie he makes.
Before that was, what was it? Insomnia, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't a big budget movie.
Nah, Insomnia and the Prestige.
That was the first.
Like
That was his first studio film. Like
they were.
Insomnia.
They weren't like big blockbuster.
No, Insomnia was his first studio film. His first studio film with Warner Brothers. Because Memento was independent and so was Following.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what
Was
you
the
were saying.
Prestige Warner Brothers as well?
What?
Was the Prestige Warner Brothers
Yeah,
as well?
it was.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems like Clint Eastwood is one of the few that was still loyal with Warner Brothers.
Yeah, him and Denny V. I can't pronounce his last name. The Dune director.
Yeah.
The Dune
Yeah,
trilogy
yeah.
director. Him. He's one of the few. Too.
Yeah.
And of course James Gunn.
Mm.
But they had, I mean,
Not
Warner
everything.
Brothers had, but he's like Warner Brothers had so many. Oh, and Ryan Coogler too. Ryan Coogler, he's working with Warner Brothers now. But they Warner Brothers. I don't know how you feel. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be angry at Warner Brothers, Thomas, when I say this. But they lost Nolan. Warner Brothers lost Zack Snyder, and they lost Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck as is not only the studio, but I think it was because of all the
Yeah,
people not liking his
he
bad,
pretty much cut ties with Warner Brothers.
and now he's not directing the bad.
He's still directing, but he's not directing with Warner. He's not working with Warner Brothers right now anymore. Neither Zack Snyder, neither Nolan. So they lost some big names.
Oh, that I didn't know he was still going to direct it, but not with Warner Brothers.
Yeah, he made the movie called Air. I forgot what studio it was.
Air,
I think it was
yeah.
I think it was Paramount. I want to say it was Paramount, but it wasn't Warner Brothers.
I thought that was an Amazon.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. It was Amazon. You're right about that. You're right. Shit, that's true.
That was a wonderful one. I liked Air a lot.
I did too.
Especially at the end when they had the song
I like his movies.
for Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I like Ben Affleck's directed movies. The only one I didn't like was that gangster one.
Right.
Oh, is that the one that he did with Justin Timberlake?
Was it Justin Timberlake in that?
Which?
The one that completely flopped.
A gangster movie?
Yeah. I forget the name of it.
Live by Night.
Yeah, that one. That's the only one I didn't like from
Live
him.
by Okay, Live by Night.
This word was.
I forget who else was in the movie.
I could have swore he was in a film with Justin Timberlake.
Maybe with him, but not directed. That he
I
directed.
could have swore he was in a film with Justin Timberlake.
Probably, but not the one he directed though.
About that.
I'll tell you in a second. Hold on.
You know what's funny? His first movie, Gone Baby Gone. Do you remember that movie, Thomas?
What's that?
The movie Gone Baby Gone. The first.
Oh
movie
yeah, with his brother Casey.
Yeah. You know who made a cameo in that movie?
No.
Who had a small role? The guy who played the bartender in Dogma.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he showed up in that movie. And he showed up in Live by Night as well. I remember.
Oh,
He's Ben Affleck's buddy.
Which
that makes sense,
also-
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Oh, the one I was thinking of was Runner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't direct that.
Okay, I heard of that one.
I didn't see it.
And we're talking about Ben and Casey Affleck. I think their mom recently passed away.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my condolences there for the Affleck brothers.
Sadly.
Affleck family, I should say, not just the brothers.
I didn't remember her.
Yeah, but we
The
got
actor
okay. We got really off topic. So let's wrap up our thoughts on Odyssey.
out there. Like we get to the Odyssey, and
Because
then
we're talking about Nolan films, and then we're talking about other stuff too.
And
You're
we're
right.
talking about like British actors
So-
that were knighted because we
So
talk about Sir
wrap up
Christopher
our
Nolan.
Nolan, our Odyssey thoughts. Final thoughts. Yeah, final thoughts.
Overall thoughts on the Odyssey.
Rack it up. Rack 'em up. Rack 'em up. Rack 'em up.
So, if you were a fan of the book and if you read the book like me and Alex did, if you're familiar with the story, it is well worth your time. It's a really great summer blockbuster. It's got great cast. I really like the way Nolan modernized it for the modern era with these characters, like giving these like making them a little bit more sympathetic here and there, like some characters like compared to what they were in the book like 3,000 some years ago.
Yeah.
Musical score is amazing, and I feel like every single act in this film is great. I feel like, but that third act is just it's so satisfying. It's visually stunning. Like I said, you got
we wanted to get to the most.
performances from Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and Robert Pattinson, and Charlize Theron in a small role, James Remar in a small role, Zendaya in a small role, Elliot Page, even though his part was small, great memorable stuff. Samantha Morton as the witch, another small part of the movie, but it was still a very memorable sequence in the movie.
Mhm.
Like I said, this is, if I remember it correctly, if I did put this on my anticipated movie list of the year at the very beginning of the year, it lived up to my expectations. But I just could not believe I didn't think I'd be as blown away by that third act as I thought I was. If that makes sense, I thought the third act would be really cool, but I didn't think it would be as cool as I thought it would be. It really I'm with Alex on that one. It really did exceed my expectations of going into the third act. Um, but definitely one of the best films of the summer. One of the best films of the year. Period. It's definitely top five material for me as of right now. That could always change, but I don't see this coming out my top five anytime soon. This movie was so amazing. Go out and go see it.
All right, Kenny, final thoughts. Well said, by the way.
It's like, I liked all the performances in it, how the big use of actual things, real effects that barely any CGI, just maybe some to add more to it if they couldn't do it real. Uh, all the scenes of them filming in the ocean were that was also something that also blew my mind of how they were really able to do that. Because I know they did actually film out in the ocean, and I liked Robert Pattinson, Matt Damon, Zendaya, and Hathaway, uh, Mia Goth, Elliot Page, and whatever his name was, who
John
was
Leguizamo.
Agamemnon,
Yeah. Oh, Benny Safdie.
Benny
Safdie.
Safdie.
The,
I liked
the
John
one brother.
Leguizamo.
He's one of the brothers of the Safdie brothers that directed movies.
Uh-huh. I liked John Leguizamo a
John
great deal
Leguizamo,
too.
yeah.
Um, Samantha Morton,
Hmm.
because I think one of the earliest things I remember seeing her in was Minority Report. I think.
Which is funny enough. That was
Holy
also Matt
shit,
Damon.
that is her, right?
I was like, which is funny because I think that was also Matt Damon as well.
No, that's Tom Cruise.
Oh, I was like, I get,
Oh,
you know what I get mixed up. I get Minority Report and The Talented Mr. Ripley mixed up for some reason.
how you get those two mixed up?
I don't know. I feel like
Hey,
it was
No.
like I don't know. Tom Cruise and Matt Damon. Like I
You
don't know
would
why.
think no. You would think Jason Bourne. You
I don't know for some reason. Like I think a
He's
Minority
always running.
because I think they were like around the same time.
Well, so was Jason Bourne, the first one at least.
well,
Oh,
Tom
hey
Cruise-
Kenny, she played the psychic girl, right?
yes.
I know she looked familiar. I was like, oh, where have I seen her
Yeah.
from? Holy shit! It blew my mind.
And
right now.
what we were saying, the Talented Mr. Ripley, that was in 1999,
Yeah.
and then Minority Report was
How do you
2002.
get Dad Damon and Tom Cruise confused?
Yeah,
How does that happen?
I never got them.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what. I think one played Jason Bourne and one played Ethan Hunt. They're both spies. And you get confused, and they're always running.
That why that was
Yeah, and they're always running. I can see why. In that sense, at least.
okay.
I'm just trying to save Thomas from the humiliation here.
Right.
But yeah, anything else, Kenny?
The music score is one of my favorite aspects of this too.
Are you gonna get this in Blu-ray or 4K?
I haven't gotten a Blu-ray 4K player. I haven't been able to afford getting that, but I certainly would if I could. Yeah, because I think that would.
Start saving up again.
Really, I do, sir. I really did enjoy
Put
seeing
it
like
put it
that.
in your put it in your wish list for Christmas.
We'll see.
You'll see, yeah.
But it hasn't been a major thing for me. It's like,
I can't stop buying movies. I'm running out of room. I need a new shelf.
mhm.
Yeah, there's so
I
many.
mean, yeah, me too. I mean, look at my shelf over here.
I only got one. I need a second one.
Yeah, I got a big one back right over here, a big shelf, a smaller shelf, and then there's these ones that there's
The
one,
thing
two,
is, look at
three,
that.
4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna,
You
yeah.
got-
I got quite a bit more.
All right. Okay.
But the honestly one.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting hungry.
That's it. I think that's the last thing I can think of.
I gotta wrap this stream because I'm getting hungry.
Oh yeah, I'm starving too. It's almost 10 o'clock here.
All right. But my final thoughts. just overall fantastic film. Nolan pulled it off. I know he would. Love the movie through and through. You know, I for years.
Even though
there's
you had
no,
the
no,
nitpicks.
yeah, sure, but they're like so tiny nitpicks though.
Right.
No
But-
teeth on the monster.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. But oh my god, I lost train of thought. Thanks, Kenny. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like I said, I remember in the past streams, I was always complaining about this movie's too long. This movie's too long. It drags. Even Nolan's last film, Oppenheimer, to this day I still feel it's too long. But this movie, it's almost 3 hours. The pacing incredible. I thought the pacing was so much better. Yeah. It usually is for like when Nolan films. Usually his pacing is great, but like it's been a struggle with the last couple of movies he's done. This one though,
like Dunkirk.
like Dunkirk and Tenet and Oppenheimer, even Interstellar a little bit.
It was kind of funny you said like Oppenheimer dragged and everything. That was 180 minutes. Like this was 173 minutes. The Odyssey.
Right,
but for some reason,
Oppenheimer felt 4 hours long.
but it felt like it dragged in a couple parts.
Oppenheimer felt 4 hours long. It just I was more into the story of the Odyssey.
Well, then again, the Odyssey is kind of more of
it's more action.
Yeah, Oppenheimer is definitely more of like a drama biopic.
I was more into the story. I was more into the story of the Odyssey. I knew like
Oppenheimer is more linear story, so that was probably felt a bit slow. The Odyssey jumps all around.
It's not
so
an action scene. There's no really an epic scene other than the bomb sequence. That's really it in Oppenheimer. It's a drama, like Thomas said.
But in the Odyssey, there's a lot of different character moments happening, so it didn't feel like it dragged.
Right, not for me at least.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely love the movie. Nolan did it again. This is why he's one of the best of all time, in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't think that, but that's what I think. And I'm hyped to see what he does next. I'm always hyped to see what he does next. No matter what you think about the movie, at the end of the day, he's that guy.
Because there's probably not been anything announced. Right?
No, he said it won't be till another like 2 or 3 years. Like
he's like Quentin Tarantino, where it takes him time to.
Yeah, but Tarantino has done a movie in like 7 years. He's taking forever. Yeah, right now, you know, when we talk about directors, not like the best ones or like our favorites, but directors that know the audience so well and they know what the audience wants. Like the only one right now that has that success, other than Nolan, is James Cameron. What do you ever think about the Avatar movies? People love those movies, and he knows what people love.
Even knew.
Yeah. No, because the Blade Runner movie he did was a flop.
But that is still is.
They didn't have like a mass appeal. Like sci-fi fans love that movie, and Blade Runner fans love that movie, and Ryan Gosling fans love that movie. But they didn't have mass appeal. Like Nolan has mass appeal. James Cameron has mass appeal. Spielberg did in the 80s and 90s, but not so much now.
Yeah.
Like look at the Disclosure Day. I love that movie, but people didn't like that movie. I'm in the minority in that movie. Minority Report, also directed by Spielberg.
Right.
But I wish I actually would have loved to done the Disclosure Day spoiler stream, but I don't know if you guys even saw it.
I hadn't been able to get around to seeing that.
Thomas, did you see Disclosure Day?
Huh?
Did you see Disclosure Day?
Did I see Disclosure Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, we could have done it. I would have liked to done that one. You know what? Maybe when it comes to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I would have been wanting to be a part of the Supergirl one, but.
But you're not missing much of Supergirl.
Right.
But anyway, but yeah, absolutely love the Odyssey. I consider this another Nolan masterpiece in his filmography. Yeah. So.
And you probably would not say that about everything he is.
No, not everything. Not everything he's done is great. Look at Dunkirk and Tenet. I didn't like those movies.
Interstellar, even though you
I like that movie, but I don't love it. It's good, but not great. But like,
many did not understand Tenet at all.
I've seen it twice and I still don't get it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I saw it once, but I had no problem understanding it.
I seen all his movies at least more than one time.
Mhm.
Yeah. None of his movies have been one-time watches for me. They'll have been at least 2 times
So
or more,
you probably wouldn't see again.
or 20 times like the Dark Knight trilogy. I've seen them like 20, 30 times. But Odyssey is gonna be one I'm gonna be watching again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
There was another, not Christopher Nolan, but another Robert Pattinson film that I really liked, and it didn't do so well critically. Was that Mickey
17.
17?
Right. It just looked weird.
I actually liked that one quite a
I
bit.
didn't see it. It just looked bizarre to me.
Mm.
And it was a flop too, so not many people saw it. But last thing I will say is, actually two things I will say. One, do not answer your phone when you're in the theater, Thomas.
Um,
And two, fuck all y'all who took up all the IMAX tickets. I haven't gotten a chance to see this movie in IMAX because you selfish people out there have to get the good seats. Okay?
Oh, do you blame them?
No, I don't blame them. I blame myself here. For the opening weekend, I blame myself because the IMAX tickets were available a year in advance. And I didn't take advantage of that. So, I do blame myself for that. But after opening weekend, what the fuck, people? Give some people a chance. Oh, you know what? We need more IMAX theaters in general.
Like Spider-Man.
I think after this year, they should build more IMAX theaters and they should have more IMAX screenings because Nolan's next film, whatever it is, it's gonna take up all the IMAX
Oh yeah.
spaces again. He's the IMAX king right now.
Or either IMAX or in those premium theaters like Regal has RPX.
Yeah. But with that said, the movie still was great watching it in the big screen, even though it wasn't IMAX. It
Yeah.
was surround sound, Dolby.
Mm.
Where like the second time I saw it was XQ, and so the seats shook when the loud scenes.
Yeah.
So that was still a great experience.
There's only 2 times that I remember going to those Dolby Cinema theaters in IMAX because I remember the speakers
sound?
in the red circle.
Oh yeah, super loud. I've only seen one movie in IMAX, and that was The Dark Knight back in 2008. Yeah. So I need to get my ass in IMAX more often, actually. All right. So anything else about it, honestly, or we're done?
I think that's everything I gotta say.
I think that's everything I gotta say too.
All right. So we love the movie. Go watch it. If you haven't seen it. Give the stream.
The other one who couldn't join Rob, he enjoyed it too.
No, he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, he hasn't seen it. Sorry,
He's seen Spider-Man though.
that was the one he said.
Yeah, that's next weekend. We're gonna do a Spider-Man stream. The only one who hasn't seen it yet is Thomas. Thomas, get your ass on that.
Yeah, I had to use this weekend to go see the Odyssey to get freshened up for this stream. So,
But then again, all the tickets for Spider-Man were probably sold out at this point.
Yeah.
For opening weekend.
I'm surprised I still remember the Odyssey over a week after I saw it. I saw it the Friday before last.
Oh, you saw it. Yeah, I was the first one to see it.
I saw
Again, what do you think I was the first one to see it?
No, I was gonna say
I saw it the first Thursday evening, on the AMC theater.
The Odyssey, and then Spider-Man last Friday.
And by the way, both times I went to see the Odyssey, both times were packed. The theater was.
Mm-hmm.
Which.
So you were seeing it you must have been seeing it when it was still.
No, I saw it Thursday, the first Thursday evening, and then Sunday afternoon, opening weekend.
That was when it was still quite new.
Yeah.
Released.
I saw it 2 times opening weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it again, but I want to see it in IMAX. Keep saying that. So I'll let you guys know if I do see it in IMAX. If I get a ticket, I'm gonna have to kill some people.
No, don't do that. Shit.
I might have to poke some Cyclops' eyeballs to get an IMAX ticket. Anything, please. You know, they might expand it to October. That's very possible. We'll see. All
Kind of
right,
like the expanded obsession. The
Yeah.
little born.
but this is insane. I haven't seen IMAX midnight, 2 a.m. showings selling out since The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's crazy. The power of Nolan, baby. That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
He's the witch, man.
You seen that meme? You seen that meme?
meme?
No, you seen that meme, right? That's why he's the GOAT! The
Yeah.
GOAT!
Yeah.
But people use that more for sports. But that's what I was telling people after I saw the Odyssey the first time. I was like, that's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I'm guessing that all the backlash, you didn't agree for any of that for the Odyssey, but
It didn't matter.
completely understand it.
And they don't matter, and there was just a small part of the movie. Like, who cares?
But I mean, Supergirl, then you completely understand why that probably
No,
flopped.
well, Supergirl, it wasn't a good movie.
Right?
And the marketing wasn't good for that movie. So, it felt uneventful. So when a
Yeah.
movie feels uneventful, people are not going to go. People went to see, well, when it comes to Obsession, something like Obsession, people went to see it because people were talking about it. It
Yeah.
just came out of nowhere.
Well,
Um,
big word of mouth, and same with Backrooms.
with
But you said you didn't like Backrooms.
what I didn't like that. I wasn't a fan. Watch the short film or watch our stream when we saw the short film in Backrooms. That was a great stream. That was the random stream. Remember that? That was the same stream when we saw the Strange Things About the Johnsons.
Oh yeah.
That's fun. Oh my god! Holy! Remember I told you that I said that when we're talking about Obsession, Kenny, when we're talking about Obsession, I said no, it wasn't the Obsession stream. It was the Supergirl stream. It's the Supergirl stream. I was telling you, Thomas, that Obsession. It fucked me up last time the movie did that was when I saw Strange Things About the Johnsons. Obsession, and I saw Obsession and Backrooms, the movie, the same day. I did a double feature, and I saw Backrooms, the short film, in the same stream I saw Strange Things About the Johnsons.
Yeah.
The movie that fucked me up. It's all connected. It's all connected.
Right.
Holy shit! I just realized that right now.
I know many people were probably seeing Backrooms and Obsession at the same day, kind of like Oppenheimer and Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
Is it called a Barbenheimer?
Barbenheimer. Yeah. Well, right now people are some people are doing that with the Odyssey and Brand New Day. They're calling it the Tom Holland, John Bernthal, Zendaya double feature. Spoiler alert! I agree with Nolan when he said the one Tom Holland movie that is must see is the Odyssey.
Yep.
Even though I like Spider-Man though, the movie, that's a good movie too. But spoiler alert! Guess which one I like better?
Honestly.
This one,
Of course,
oh,
of course, yeah. Hey,
I guess Spider-Man
Hey,
Brand New
look.
Day was
no, it was still solid. No, it was solid. It's a solid movie. It's just that fucking Odyssey's a
Yes,
masterpiece.
that's right. Everyone,
All right. That is all.
That
We've
is
gone
all.
almost. We've gone almost as long as the movie itself.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
which-
good. They're kind of funny
Because
too.
we went off track a little bit, but that's okay. We always do that. All right. So you haven't seen the Odyssey? Check it out. IMAX if you can, or regular theater. It's worth watching big screen.
Right.
Yep.
I'm a happy now.
But spoiler alert, I think most of you will enjoy it.
Yep.
I think so. More than Nolan's last couple of movies.
Mm.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Okay. All right. So everybody have a good night. We have to
All
go
right.
eat. Some of us are hungry. We're starving
Yeah,
like the
Dark.
we're starving like the soldiers in the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they'll change to pigs.
Oh, not me. I'm making sure I'm not eating food from a witch. Yeah. She's the witch, man.
Right.
Did it.
I know, yeah. No, I was thinking of the Simpsons episode where that one professor called Lisa a witch. Like, she's a witch. I'm gonna sing you that clip too.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dan. He's a big Simpsons fan. Biggest Simpsons fan I know, at least. All right.
I was really wondering what Dan would think of the Odyssey.
He liked it. He
Yeah,
actually really liked it. Yeah.
but I mean,
He got to see it. Hold on. He got to see an IMAX. What the fuck?
I,
He did. He said it wasn't sold out. Bull. What the fuck? Maybe in Kiwani. Sorry. Maybe in middle where he lives, it's easier to get tickets for IMAX. Not here. Where it's close to Chicago. Fuck. You know. Just my luck. No. Okay. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Don't eat the witch's food, and don't be eating food from a Cyclops in the cave. Okay. And don't be a coward.
Don't be messaging people in the theater.
Yeah.
he said that.
Yeah.
That means you though.
Yeah. No, you. Really, motherfucker? Okay.
No,
All right.